Batman.
Look like this goddamn. This goddamn.
Get your mic, man. Oh, my Skittles. I love my Skittles in the front. Oh, you got your mic? Did I give you your mic?
It's right here.
Yep, that's your mic. We sound good, brother? I done put my stuff to the side.
You see no? No, you're not.
Nope, not this time. Are you ready for me? Alright, y'all ladies ready?
Yeah. Hold on. Tell my Instagram is time.
Oh, you good. Until this time. You know what I'm saying? I had to jump. You swinging the one. I ain't gonna say keep. I'm just saying.
KT is the brother I never had.
You know what I'm saying? You should have found me a long time
I
ago.
don't have siblings, so it just comes with the territory, I guess.
That shit, I got him, but you know how that shit go. Different moms, same daddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm the better looking one.
Ain't got nothing to
You
do.
said different now with different daddy. Mine is so opposite.
Look, why you just got the head niggas?
Same mom, different
Why
dad.
B490? They got more head than they got body.
And what the hell you got? You got more forehead than. Never mind.
Ah, no, she did. They walk in the green mile that way. You know what I'm saying? It ain't my fault.
Ha ha!
It ain't my fault.
You ain't.
You good?
Yeah.
Alright, on 3. 1,
Dose.
2.
Trace.
Hey man, say man, y'all know what the fuck going on, man. It's your boy KT, Dirty Talk ATL Radio Podcast. However you want to put that title on it, you know we coming at your ass extra fast. You did. And y'all tapped in on season 4, and you already know I got my girl, the real and explicit Red.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy here, Scallywag, right here in Dirty Talk ATL. She like that. It was
Yeah, you got to feel a little special, huh?
yeah.
Hey man, today ain't like no other, man. You dig what I'm saying? I got an original day one that know me before I hopped on this camera, before I got behind the mic. Somebody that actually watched me walk to the bus stop straight out of College Park, coming to a Union City area, not knowing how to move, not knowing how to skate, not knowing what to do around nobody. You dig what I'm saying? And it's the one and only, my most humblest motherfucking homegirl, Chrishel. What's happening?
Hey.
What y'all girls do? I'm like, hey.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
It's new me, so it's like new. So I'm like, hey.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. You do what I'm saying?
I kind of feel like a bald head scallywag, but I'm the queen, the one and only queen.
There you go. That works.
613 on Instagram.
That works.
Hey, there you go. Let no folk know. Well, Birdman said put some respect on my name.
There we go.
Put some respect on your name. You know what I'm saying? Before we get too deep in it, y'all make sure y'all follow us at Dirty Talk ATL, on YouTube at True Made TV. Shout out Love for Crow with the hottest gear. You dig what I'm saying? But not only we talking about gear, Chrishel got something for you ladies that can definitely help improve what you got going on up here, whether it's medical, whether it's hereditary, whether it's you just don't know what to do with your hair today and you want to spice it up a little bit. So Chrishel, tell them folk about what you got. Because see, if I was one of y'all, I definitely would need me a whole lace front, as y'all would say. You know what I'm saying? I need my shit slayed. I need to look so good that when I walk in the room, everybody gonna ask me, are you truly black?
Yeah, talk to me.
What?
It's my Dominican wig.
Today is giving Bianca very much so Bianca.
Yeah, man.
Tomorrow's probably Jasmine.
You know, sometimes I get LaQuisha.
LaQuisha.
Especially how I feel.
Oh, LaQuanda.
Yeah, you know.
One or two.
Okay, so I sell wigs, I sell bundles, I sell bonnets, I sell crowns, hair products, so like mousse, wax sticks, lace tint. I literally like do it all.
I need some moves.
Yeah.
That's
Get
dope.
some moves.
Right now we do have a buy anything on our website and get a free bonnet. We have that sale going right now for Black Friday until Sunday, and then that's it.
Hey,
That's
that's
so
somebody you
cute.
better get it
Bonnets
now
is different,
because
though.
it's
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
have
like,
different kind of bonnets too. Like we have bonnets that like you know when you wear a scarf under your bonnet so you
Yeah.
can wear your edges. We have a bonnet that is a scarf. Sorry, that is a scarf and a bonnet at the same time.
That's tough.
Yeah, so you can have that. And we have like for long braids, we have the same situation where it's like you can lay your edges and have the long braids in there, your long bundles, whatever, your long inches. And then we have one that has like a button on it so you can like pin it
The
up.
little, yeah.
Yeah, so
That's smart.
Because a lot of times you're laying on it, it's like your body's hot. It's like laying on your body.
Yeah.
So you can like pin it up, get it out the way, go to sleep.
Get it off your neck.
Exactly.
I got you.
Okay, I'm a little slow. So when you say you got the button, what the hell the button do?
So like when it's long, like so it's long down your back. Like say it's right here. And then you can pin it up and put it on top of your head, so it's not long down your back. So when you go into sleep now, like your bonnet isn't like down your back.
So that's equivalent, like my old lady, she got braids right now. You know what I'm saying? The long end braids. I be having to grab the whole goddamn braid and then stuff that bitch underneath the bonnet. So that kind of help with that right there.
Yeah. So that way you can stay. It can stay long as it is, but then you can also just pin it at the top. Yeah, I should have bought some. I didn't think about that.
No, it's okay. You know, I'm gonna send her to your website because I get tired of trying to help her ass at night. She's like, hey, can you grab my hair? And I'm like, bruh, I'm about to fuck it up anyway. Like, why what the fuck we doing this for? I'm just slide it off to the side. Then you got to be forced to put it back by yourself. Don't be.
Get out.
I was done before we started.
But that's smart though, because not a lot of people who sell like hair and bundles, they sell bonnets. That's, well, with the scarf on it for the edges. That's really smart.
To keep the moisture. So even like when first we were selling, well, we kind of still do sell glueless wigs. So like you can take it off at night and then put your real hair like in your bonnet. So it's like you're losing a lot of moisture. A lot of people like say that they don't like wigs because they lose their edges, or they don't like wigs because like their hair starts falling out, and it's really because they're putting all the care into the wig and not into their actual hair.
Yeah.
So like you're not moisturizing your scalp. In 2 weeks you haven't put any moisture on your scalp, you haven't washed your hair, you're making sure your wig isn't washed, you're making sure your wig has, all the stuff that it needs. But not your real hair. So it's like, this is to check your real hair. Your wigs can go in here too, like when you're wearing it, because some people wear their wigs and they don't take them off at night. But in the same breath, like you can take care of your actual hair, lock the moisture in that you do have in your hair. Like I use them because I take my wig off every night.
I'm about to say, who the hell goes to see their wig on?
No, a lot of people go see what their wig
Some people do.
Because they put glue on it, and glue like is supposed to last for like 2 weeks.
See, I told y'all about that goddamn hot glue. Y'all
It's not hot glue.
Y'all ain't not on credit before we start.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all, it's not hot glue.
It's not hot glue.
Ask your girlfriend or your mama. It's not, or your sister. It's not hot glue. Please don't do that.
And then they have like this, what's it? They have these different black sprays, like they're, I use Got to Glue, but I just found out that you can use another glue. I forgot what it's called.
Eben?
I think so. It's like little and black.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
I heard Eben's way better.
Yeah, that's what the lady was telling me. Cause I actually went to somebody to do my hair this time, and she's like, "Girl, you can just put this on here, and it still has the you can still take it off at night, put a little bit of water or like alcohol on it, and then it just comes off. So you can't like get in the pool with it."
You from New York?
Yeah.
I can't hear. That dude was something. We cousins. I'm from Maryland.
Okay, great. We just came from Maryland. I was there for like 2.5 years.
She just act like Virginia ain't shit.
Well, first I was in DC in Southeast. Then I went to Bowie. Then I went to Silver Spring, and then I ended up in Laurel.
Oh yeah. I know where you was at then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my husband was travel nursing, so we were traveling.
Oh, got you. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. I was like, oh, she's from.
I know, do your thing.
Virginia get love. Y'all just not really.
But that's the DMV area. They kind of go.
It's like we're the B in the DMV. We're save the best for last.
I don't know. Yeah, V is a lot more country.
But more. It's even white and more country.
Yeah.
It's definitely not looking ghetto here at all.
Well, if y'all know me, y'all know no racism, but ain't nothing white about me. You know what I'm saying?
I know, no. But country for sure. You check all the boxes.
Absolutely.
It ain't my fault.
If nothing's your fault today, huh?
Nah, it ain't. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna blame it on Thanksgiving.
So, but recently we transitioned into the medical field for our wigs. So at first when I started making the wigs, I was trying to make it easy so you don't have to go to these. We're in Atlanta, so like the ratchet hairstylists. Yeah, that's the industry. We just let them do whatever they want. They got 100K followers. We let them do whatever they want. Their appointment's at 2. They tell you if you're late, you got to pay $10. You get there at 1:45 just to not be late, and then they don't show up till 3. And they got an attitude. It's like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about either.
Yeah, I haven't experienced but the stories that I heard were treacherous.
I've heard that story too. I've heard a few of those on Instagram. A couple of my own friends.
Yeah, some people will shout them out and like, oh, you're giving me free publicity. They're unapologetic about being late. Like, my sister went to an appointment and nobody even knew what the hairstylist. Who's that person? We never heard of her.
What the hell?
I pay my deposit and I'm sitting here, my hair on the top of my head. I have things to do today, and then some of them will even tell you don't make any plans for the whole day. Like, why is my appointment at 11 a.m. and I shouldn't make appointments for the whole day? Like, that's a problem. Like, it should not take me all day to get my hair done. Yeah, I shouldn't come at 11 and sit underneath the dryer for 4 hours. Like, my scalp is burning. Like, I should not be here.
What hair are we doing after this?
Exactly. And now I'm slaying. I gotta go home and lay in the bed. I'm gonna look different in the morning. Like, it's not gonna happen. Like, I don't care that looks good. I Don't take
Right, the whole process.
Don't put me on your page.
Right.
Don't tag me. No, it was trash, y'all. It was trash. Don't come. So
that's crazy. Hair braiders do that too.
Yeah, hair braiding is ridiculous.
I heard about that
crazy.
too.
I mean, back in the day, it was like $60, $80.
Yeah, now it's like they charge for parting now, y'all.
Yeah.
And they want y'all to have y'all hair washed with
yeah, wash and blow dry.
And bring your own hair. And I'm charging you extra $30 for the party. Nigga, what?
And if you want it how long you want it, you gotta pay extra for length.
Yep.
Yeah. So when I started doing wigs, I'm like, you guys can skip the ghetto hairstylist. I will style it for you. I'll wash it for you. I'll bleach the knots. Literally put the band on it. All you have to do when you get it. All you have to do when you get it is cut the lace off and put it on.
Period.
And you're out the door.
Period.
Like straight out the box. But then people don't want to pay your prices. So I'm like, And at first I was like, my heart was big because I wanted to help everybody. I'm like, okay, well I'll give you half off. And it's like, now I'm not making any money. It took me 4 or 5 hours to make this wig, and I made $20 from the whole day. It's not worth it for me. It's just, it doesn't make sense. So I'm like, I think people were buying my wigs at the prices that they were listed for, and then scamming me and telling their banks, oh, that wasn't me. I wasn't there. I was scammed. Whatever their stories are. So now,
are you serious?
Yes. Yeah, so now I'm losing money, and forget the $20. I'm making nothing negative because now I'm losing product and time, and just lost everything.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that was
what?
That was a lot.
So basically, they would like order the wig,
get it, and
yeah, just call it back. Then tell hey, I didn't approve that transaction.
That wasn't me.
Look, with the wig on the head.
Girl, did a whole Instagram video and everything.
Wow, after the video came out on the Instagram story and page and reels and the TikTok.
And they follow me and they like all my pictures.
Okay, and then call the big out of that.
I did not approve that Cash App transaction.
Why you over here? I didn't. That's not me.
I don't know what she's talking about.
She in the mirror.
Yeah,
but see, I got a question though. So glad you brought that up. How can you protect yourself from that? Because I'm not going to speak on what I had to do when I was in a situation where I told the bank I didn't approve something, and somehow the merchant had a way of counteracting what I was trying to say, and then the bank come back and say, "Hey, well, we need proof of a receipt or something." Ooh. So like, how can you protect yourself? Because like, let's keep it real. A lot of people don't know. I'm gonna give y'all a free game because this link got ran on me, and it wasn't nothing that I can do. I'm gonna give y'all a real game right now, okay? This was early 2020, right? I'm at work. Just came back from break, you know what I'm saying? Shout out all my DHL warehouse workers who had, our lunch break smoke session.
We need you guys.
That part.
Nah, for real. So, we come back, you know what I'm saying? And one of my homegirls pushed up on me. She like, yo, Brody, so-and-so looking for you. I'm like, for real? He got my number. Why you ain't just call me? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we just seen each other, just had a good, you know what I'm saying? Great time. And he's like, yeah, man, my old lady said you disputed a Cash App transaction. I'm like, what? I was just with y'all. I mean, we just smoked. What you mean? I didn't dispute shit. Hell, I ain't even have my phone out. How can I call anybody? Next thing I know, 5 minutes later, a female I was dealing with at the time, she called me. Hey, you disputed a Cash App transaction. In the beginning, Cash App, we had our government names on there. Yeah. Now, folks put nicknames and shit. Yeah. But in the beginning, we had our government name because it was established like a real bank in the beginning.
Right.
Then 3 of my plugs called me. Plugs, you know what I'm saying? $400-$500 worth of Cash App, refund type shit, you know what I'm saying? And they
from you?
From me, but it wasn't me.
Oh wow. So
what the young niggas did was they hacked my bank account info, called it into the bank, and disputed the transaction. And what people don't know is if you got money sitting on your Cash App and it's not in your bank account, they can come snatch that money back. And there's nothing that you can do about it because at the time, Cash App didn't have a 1-800 number. But let's just say
they have one now?
I don't know. I'm banned. I'm actually banned from there. I can't even get back on there. You know what I'm saying?
Because they have a call center now. Like, I know a girl who works as a rep there because of the whole scamming situation happening.
Well, I need the number then because I need my shit back.
I'm like, I don't even play with them anymore. Like,
you know what I'm saying? But let's just say, let's just say whoever sent you money, right, and you cash it out to your bank, and then that bank tries to come get those funds back, and they do hit your bank account. Then you can call your bank like, yo, I don't know what's going on, and your bank will refund you the money back. But if that money is just sitting on Cash App and they snatch it,
it's gone.
It's gone. And most dope boys, not knocking y'all, but at this time they wasn't the smartest, and they would leave their money sitting on Cash App. So when they came and hit, they scored. So thank God my face card is A1 like steak sauce, and folks don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? Cause one of my boys, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna call no name, but shout out to him and his family. You know what I'm saying? They hit like $300-$400. Bro was just like, shit, bro, just throw me $100. And that's only because it's on my wife's shit. You know what I'm saying? I already squared it off for her, but I gotta have something to bring back to her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, in that case, how can you protect yourself?
So I actually called the bank. Well, no, I had a payment processor and I called them and they were just like, you know, because you don't have, so I was doing pickup at the time. So because you don't have any signature process once they pick it up, there's nothing we can do. So I ended up calling a bank and just asking them and telling them the situation. I'm like, okay, well, I got scammed. This girl, she was a regular. That's the thing that got me. Like, I've seen her. I know what kind of car she drives. I know what her boyfriend looks like. I know how she gets off work. I know the actual address to her house. Yeah, like my husband had to stop when they don't go there. I'm like, I just want to ask her what made her do that. He's like, you don't need to go there.
She's really like
I just want to talk to her in person. I just want to know, like, why would you do that to me? Like, why?
Especially if you're a regular.
Yeah, you're a regular. I'm like, I looked at her address. She's only 55 minutes away. Like, and he's like, that's not a good look on your brand. It could get bad. It could get ghetto. And I'm just like, I'm gonna be real nice. I'm gonna be real nice about it. I just want to know.
And she's gonna be so polite when she come
What part
out.
of New York you from?
I'm from Long Island, so it's like by Queens, but like yeah, Long Island.
Girl, no, you're not. You're not gonna be nice about it. Nobody in New York gonna be nice about it.
She gonna start out real nice, and then the moment they get ghetto.
But listen, shorty, I'm gonna get my motherfucking bread back.
I need all that right now. Chip with the dip on top, and hubby gonna be in the car like, God damn.
Right.
I knew we should have pulled
Bless your heart.
But I always thought I was sweet. Like I always thought I was sweet. Like my mom told me that. Like she's gonna be nice in the beginning, and as soon as you started going left, it's like okay, well now I gotta put my foot down because you don't think you're not gonna think just because I'm right. I take my kindness or weakness thing. Like that happens a lot. So
and that's your money too. Like you worked hard on it.
It was $1,500.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
That's
it wasn't like a little bit of money. Yeah, it wasn't a little bit of money.
Utilities and rent.
But it was his patience, cause me, 1,500. All right, love, I'm gonna send to your mama house. I'll see you Monday. Hey guys, we gotta go make this move. They took 1,500 from my baby.
It's
bro.
only 55 minutes away.
It's only 55
We can do that, right? Everybody gonna have half she's on the gas there and back home. We good, right? We all gonna carpool, right?
Once you get the money back, I'm gonna give you a cut. Don't worry.
Matter of fact, all your girls get some. They get free wigs, okay?
Okay, on us. Wigs on us. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I called the bank, and they were basically telling me how they work, because that's the bank is taking the money back. That's why I'm talking to them. That's who's disputing the charges. And they were saying in the future you need to have like a signature process when they pick
like
up.
a square, the little square you can put in the phone, like the little swipe, you can swipe your cards type of thing.
Well, because like, I don't want you to pay when you arrive because people die over stuff like this. You know, people die over sneakers. If I give you a $500 wig and you don't pay till you get here, what's stopping you from shooting me and taking the wig? Like, it's that serious to some people. Like, to us, it's not that serious, but to somebody else, I don't got $300, but I want this wig and I want it now.
Right.
And they're gonna pull up and they're gonna get it, and then I'm out on the side of the street, like put a gun to my head or whatever you want to do to get this wig. So I'm like, pay before you come. That's your confirmation that you 100% pay before you come, and I will be standing there, like when you arrive. So they sent me like to have a signature process, so it could even be a paper that they signed to say that was them and that they were there.
Oh, okay.
And then, because I was taking pictures of their IDs, but that didn't equivalent to anything if that's still not the right person. So I need to have the matching card, needs to match the names. Like now it gets complicated. Now it's a little more official. Now I wanted everybody. I wanted to get all the sales. So it's like if you bought your daughter a wig and your daughter's picking it up, but you have different names, your daughter can't pick it up. Right. So now it's like, okay, I can't go there. I got to shop with somebody else. It's like, no, you can come with me. And it's like, not on this. After $1,500 losses, it's like, it's not worth it. Like, if you can't come pick up the wig, or you can't give your daughter a card and put money on that so she can pay for it, like, and the cards don't match, we're just not doing it anymore. Like, the cards and the ID has to match.
Yeah, facts.
And then you need to sign this document when you get here. It's not a quick drop off. Oh, have a nice day, take a picture, drive away. No, you need to sign this document. I need to take a picture of your ID and your card to make sure that you were here. When your bank comes and disputes, because even that happened, the bank, when they were disputing, I had to present documentation. And I was just like, well, she's a regular, and I showed her profile, like, this is all stuff that she's bought for me. And they're just like, that's not good enough.
What?
Yeah, because there's no proof that was actually her there picking it up.
But if it's the same card being used and
she used different cards on each transaction. So she could have been stealing people's cards, and it really wasn't those people.
Yeah.
She could have had different IDs. Like,
so whereas those people were disputing it because they know it wasn't them, but you knew it was the regular.
And with same day pickup, people don't get a chance to notice. Like if I'm at work and my card getting scanned and I'm working, when I get off at 5 o'clock or until I'm getting off, then I look at my card, it's a dispute. Let me go and dispute these charges. But in the same breath, that person already did what they had to do. So now I'm getting my money back, but then that person got what they wanted. So now it's like, okay, it's a 24-hour processing time to make sure that anybody whose car this is, they have a chance to say, okay, that wasn't me before I get scammed. So having to put that in place. But same day pickup, that was our money, that was our bread and butter. Same day pickup, because people who wear wigs, we just be last minute, like me included. Like we just be last minute. Like, my birthday's tomorrow. My appointment's at 5. It's 3. Can I come pick it up? It's like, you know your birthday was tomorrow. You know your appointment was at 5. So people were coming and they had those kind of stories like, oh, you can't tell them I have it next week. Like, no, they need it now at this exact moment. I'm ordering at 9. I'll be there at 9:30. So it's like, but that's not enough time for somebody to dispute and say that's not me. So it's like pulling that back. It's like, dang, I gotta find another way to make money because this is where I'm getting that quick money. People can wait 24 hours sometimes, but a lot of people were last minute. We were driving up from Georgia one day, and this lady called me like, oh, I lost my client's wig. Can I get wig from you right now? What do you have? And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna get there till 4 o'clock in the morning, so we can get it tomorrow. She's like, no, I need it now. Her appointment's in an hour. And I'm like, oh, it's nothing I can do for you. I want all the sales, but I can't drive it.
But ideally, if you really can't do nothing, don't sit there.
I'm not gonna lie to you, and a lot of people do that too. People will lie to you and tell you they can take care of you just to get the money and then ghost you. And it's just like
a lot. And what makes it's two things. Like what makes it wild is us doing that.
Yeah, and that's why people don't like us. People don't want to shop with us.
That's bad.
We have a bad name. We have you see a black person on anything, it's like, oh, I don't want to shop with them. I got a shirt from this person.
And it shouldn't be like that, but it's like we will have no choice because there was I know it was like this is nails, but there was a girl I went to one time and she's really, really good, like really good.
And she got a big following.
All that. 2 pages and she sells actual products and does nails, and I would find myself DMing her like several times, like telling her to tell me when she had an appointment. I forgot if she had it in her bio, but like would never answer. I'm like, well, okay, that's fine. I'll go back to the Asian people then, because it's like
you don't gotta make an appointment for Asians.
No.
Log in.
You can pull up right now, and they will take you.
What you need?
At best, you gotta wait 10 minutes. At best, you gotta wait 10 minutes. That's the worst they'll ever do.
And if it's busy, maybe cool 20, but you gonna get in there.
They're gonna
talk about y'all there too.
Man, I don't give a fuck.
They're gonna be looking at no feet.
I'm saving $50. Like their time, I'm going to them. They're not gonna scam me. They're not gonna do anything crazy. They're gonna talk about me. I don't care. I don't know what you're saying.
But listen, when my nails and toes are done, they gonna look good though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna forget what your name was. It's like you forgot who my name was, and I'm gonna go.
But some places, some of them are actually nice to remember you.
Yeah,
they are. Yeah. They are really, really nice. I met a couple of really nice ones. They're like,
when I was in college, I had regulars. Like, oh, it has to be Stacy. If it's not Stacy, maybe had regular names. Kim.
If your name is not Stacy, Mary, or Kim.
Yeah, no, Kim. Definitely Kim.
Kim is a definite.
Kim is fine.
Stacy, Mary, and Kim, I don't want you. Or Joseph. That one Joseph or David.
No, the David. Okay, not David.
David. A good David. You can do my eyebrows, sir. Thank you.
Y'all ain't gotta worry about me up in there. I
don't got to do with him. But that also reminded me when you were saying about, getting killed over wigs and stuff like that. It's not worth it. Like, I remember the story, I don't know if you remember this, or Amos remember the story about the young lady who, she didn't get, like, hurt, but they pepper sprayed her over wigs. This was at an actual store though, a black-owned store.
Somebody when they hit that link and stole all the wigs about
and the daughter was watching, she was watching the shop for the money. The mom was either in the back counting money about the clothes, or she wasn't there. I can't remember. No, she was there. Her mom came up trying to help her. The daughter was in the front, just doing the cashier. Hey, you need any help, anything? She was really nice. I didn't come at them. It was 3 young ladies. Mind you, one of them is pregnant. So now I'm in my head like, first of all, if I was pregnant, I'm not in the mood to sit here and exert all this energy
and put them in the air that I could probably breathe and my baby could probably breathe, but
that hard. Girl, they it just happened out the blue because they wanted the wig. So I think she turned around, grabbed it for them, and she should give it to them or whatever, and they just try to yank it from her. And then she's not fighting them, but she's like trying to get it back. And it's like, oh, what up, sir?
Y'all trying to take my shit?
Right. And they pepper sprayed her and ran out. That's so
Oh, they only took the one wig?
They took a few.
Okay. I was about to say, now y'all was stupid.
It's just that it's never that serious.
It's just not that serious. It's not, and it's just like, bro, like, I mean, luckily she didn't get like harmed, but like pepper spray's enough.
That whole incident is traumatizing though.
No, it really is.
Like, I don't even work here anymore. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to shut my whole business down. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a traumatizing experience for her.
Yeah.
I don't know her, but I'm
poor baby.
Nah, for sure. And pepper spray ain't lightly. Like, You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Trump. You know, we were playing with the pepper spray and we sprayed in the air and the wind just so happened to blow it back at us.
Because God said, you know what, you want to be stupid?
Man,
I'm going to show your ass.
We was in the grass coughing up. Like, we looking at each other like halfway dying because it's in our lungs and in our system. Yeah, like, we like, so this what it feel like when you pepper spray somebody? Yeah, we don't.
But that shit is no, I remember when the riots had broke out when who was that? Who had George Floyd and all that stuff happened in DC. They had pepper sprayed the entire crowd. One girl passed away because she had asthma.
Yeah, see, I got asthma too. Asthma and a heart mom. Don't play with me. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's sad. I'm just like, I don't think pepper spray is what should be used anymore.
Yeah,
like that shit is.
Yeah, that shit.
Because you don't know.
It
should be. No, I think so.
It's a weapon.
At this point, no, because you never know who has a heart condition or is asthmatic.
But see, I feel the same way about tasers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, because I feel it like this. You know what I'm saying? Me and her both had a classmate that unfortunately we lost to police brutality, and that really became because they hit him with a taser and he went in cardiac arrest.
Oh God!
You know what I'm saying? Willie.
Which
Willie Sanders, Cashion Joe.
Oh, I do remember that. Okay.
Yeah, and remember that was right before the Trayvon
Yeah,
Martin was like a weekend prior to that popping out.
Oh my God!
So it's like,
no, you good. I remember that.
yeah. So it's like for me, I don't like that because I feel like, bro, just pull the strap. If you gonna do what you gonna do, I rather you pull the strap. Don't pull no taser on me.
Right?
Yeah, in Florida.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
The shock.
Yeah, for real. And it really be that the shock because your heart, like a lot of people don't realize, like your heart is a muscle. You know what I'm saying? So if you put too much on it, or you know, like me being a preemie, I already knew I had certain shit going on with me just coming in the word early. So I'm already coming in with a little pressure versus the average motherfucker that, you know what I'm saying, he's straight like that. So I already know I can't be doing all that crazy shit. Like, that's why I ain't up in no experimenting with drugs. With drugs, you know what I'm saying? They won't marijuana, but that drugs. You know what I'm saying? That shit do something to your body. I already can't breathe, got asthma. Nah, bro, I'm good on them back in the grease.
That's crazy.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, I think pepper spray and tasers, you need to have a license for that.
Yeah, you need all of it.
Ridiculous.
And then what's crazy is like, you know, shout out to the, how can I word this? Because I don't know they really good, but I got a brother that one of them fools. But shout out to the people that is in law enforcement that is not corrupted and have bad intentions on the people around society. Okay?
That part, yeah.
Because, you know, they take a lot. You know, just like you were just saying right there, you know, a wig is not worth your life. And for them, you know, I ain't gonna hold you. I was a police officer. And I ran into a situation. And these 30 little young niggas, and I got this one ugly ass goddamn revolver on my hip. This shit ain't worth it. You can have, matter of fact, bro, you want the squad car? I got a dog in the back too. He a K9. Take that to your brother's house. You can have all this shit.
As a police officer, that's an everyday thing. You wake up every day like you could get in a situation like that.
Yeah, see,
they're not even able to come back home.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why I turned out being a security bouncer. Well, you know, club bouncer. I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? I did security for like 3 days at the Walmart in Union City. Well, not the Walmart, but the beauty supply store there.
Only 3 days?
And yeah, I only did it for the women. Because, you know, when you put that big old vest on, you know what I'm saying? You got that gun on your hip. And like,
I'm going to breeze by the fact that he said I did it for the women. We're not going to breeze.
I ain't even want the money. You know what I'm saying? Like this.
I do my best not to be surprised at things that come out of his mouth. I make facial expressions. I'm like, oh, that's him. It's something else, like, I can't hold it.
Bro, I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm over still trying to add the equation of
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I made it work though, you know what I'm saying? I made it look good. I made it look real good. Then they came to me and was like, yo, bro, we got a little club opportunity, you know what I'm saying? You can security. I said, okay, well, I'm just gonna stand at the door, you know, pat them down. I'm cool with that, you know, no violence involved. It was like, nah, we're gonna bring you in the club. So,
is
you know,
that awkward to be patting a nigga down?
Oh, no, I patted women down. I let the other homeboy do the niggas. I'm not touching no nuts. It ain't my own. I don't even change my own nephew. That's my brother's boy. No.
I'm gonna ask her about that. Well, next time I probably can go out tomorrow. I'm gonna ask, like, hey, bro, I got a question for you.
And they're real handsy too.
Right. I'm gonna ask them too. Do it as a heterosexual man? Do it feel weird? I know this your job. You getting paid good money for, but do it feel like you gotta go right in the crotch?
I don't really like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the club that, you know, Vaughn lost his life outside of. When I went there, it was 2 lines of security. The first security And like I said, I'm thinking, okay, Vaughn shit popped off, so you know they're gonna be a little uptight, but I still don't understand because it wasn't like the shit happened in the club. It was outside the shit that had nothing to do with the club, but whatever. So, boom, paid my $20 for parking, which was too damn much.
I think y'all should chill out on that shit, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I got Atlanta.
20.
Atlanta.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, well, Atlanta's gonna charge you for everything.
No, that's the problem though.
They're gonna charge you to get in the door.
No, it was the 20. It wasn't the parking, it was the 20 for me. So I'm thinking like, okay, if I paid the 20 for
You want
parking.
this section? Yeah, you gotta pay to sit
Well,
down.
we didn't make it in. That's the thing. So
I went
I
out one time and paid for a table, and they literally only gave us a table with no chairs.
Oh, you want them with the chairs? It's actually
Exactly. So
for some chairs, man, that's
Hell
automatic.
nah.
If we're at a table, I need to sit the fuck down, not stand in front of
it was like a tall table, so you can
Oh,
but I'm like leaning on the
hell
table
no.
now. I'm like, well, we paid for it, so.
Nah, hell
Oh,
nah.
yeah.
We still hurt.
Oh yeah, chairs are only extra
Nah.
money, but you want the chairs too?
Yeah.
4 of them are 50.
Really
It's
bad.
extra
So I'm not
$50.
$20. Is it
Oh,
like?
Nah,
Don't
and
get
see,
it.
bro, I hope you never have to go through this because this was a very violating experience for me. Knock on wood, I ain't never had to sit behind no wall or behind that squad car. But when I went through that first line, you know us guys, you know, got to stand up, you know what I'm saying? I'm the type, I go ahead and take my hat off, you know what I'm saying? Take everything in my pocket, keep it in my hand, so they go ahead and get a quick look, you know what I'm saying? Do a little neat thing, you know what I'm saying? And then Holmes went for a handful of nuts. I mean, pull, grab, yank, release. Bang. I'm sitting here like,
And then it's Atlanta, so he might have liked you.
that made,
Know your
look,
audience.
look, that was him. That one made it even bad. I ain't even think about that shit at that moment. I ain't even think about that shit, but now you got me thinking about it. And then I went through the other security lady.
Woo, child.
Who was, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna use the old school term. She was a butch with it, you know what I'm saying, Vin Diesel with it. And then when she got ready to grab me, she didn't do it like he did. No
We had to
more.
go through 2 security lines?
2 of them, and both of them went for my nuts. Why? If the
Oh,
first one just checked my nuts, that means I can't have nothing else, y'all, only from here to that camera. What the hell I'm gonna do in between them?
Anything, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, and when she did it, it was like, when she grabbed, it was like that middle finger went out and try to got down. And I'm like, whoa, what you doing? What you doing? Ain't that back there? You tweaking. What you doing? And then that's when she said, oh, it's gonna be 40 for both of y'all. 40? You want me to spend $80 goddamn dollars to get
Just to
in,
get in.
and I just spent 20 on
Just to
goddamn
get
parking?
in.
That's a whole 100, and I ain't even made it inside yet.
Yeah.
And then you get
And
your
then you
drink
gotta
in.
get food and drink.
And y'all just
and
violated me. Fuck all
maybe
that.
you want to sit down, and you have to pay for that too. So
And ain't got no, look, got
You
the
gotta
table
pay
and
for
no
the
chairs.
you might have to option in.
Pay for breathing.
I think it's included in the 100 before you get in the door.
It's actually activates after you park.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can't do that shit. Hell nah.
I'm
Hell
glad
to
it
the
was
no,
that
no,
somebody
no.
would be off the. Oh, I remember one funny time when I was in college. It was so funny when I had my nipples pierced. So because
She had a weapon.
No, really.
Oh, okay.
Did the alarm go up?
Oh boy, did they? Ha! So I'm in the line, right? And we had some type of event, and because of like past situations that happened at campus, they had little beeper thingies and the wands to make
You went
sure.
out twice.
Yeah. So so I walked through the jump, boop, boop, boop. I'm just like, because I already know it's
Why you didn't tell them up front?
no. And I didn't think about it at the time. I was going through because I already knew that they have to do it anyway. The wand shit regardless, they have to. And even if it's like your belt, they still want to do it. It could be
Maybe
this.
I don't even think about it because it's inside. You know.
Yeah, no one thinks that it's a piercing or your belly button. People got some John piercing too. They don't think about that. They just think that, okay, what she got, a necklace on or
I took my
something.
bracelet off. I took my
Yeah.
in the bucket. Like,
They don't think it's a nipple piercing, so you have to go across the arm. So he was like, beep boop. You like, I'm like, because I'm playing with him because I don't care. I'm not gonna say nothing. He's like, boop boop. I said, yeah, I had nipple piercing. He's like, you can go ahead. I said, okay, cool.
Great.
Great. It was so funny because he felt awkward, and I knew he just wanted to say nothing at first.
Now you know that wouldn't work for me and you, right? They take your shirt off. We need to see what's underneath.
Oh yeah, oh fast.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody,
Yeah.
let me see it. Oh, that's too sharp. That's like an object. You gotta take that back to the car.
So your nipple piercing?
Yeah, think about it. Think about when we was like in high school, we used to have an eyebrow pierce and they used to have little spikes on each end.
Oh yeah.
That's a weapon nowadays.
No, it is. I made that man feel awkward that day, though. I know I did.
He might have made a damn day, you know what I'm saying? He probably had a shitty day.
Side note, back to you talking about the police officers who aren't corrupt. When we were, again, back during the protests and stuff, we were in DC. We went to one of the protests, and there was a guy, of course, he was a black guy, and where everybody was mad, and just literally they were standing in front of the Capitol building, and there's a whole bunch of them just standing there, and people are just yelling at them, just the nastiest things you could say to them. And one guy's like, you know, I became a police officer because my brother died from police brutality. Like, I'm here, I'm on you guys' side. And he tells his whole story. And they're like, F you and your brother! And I'm like, oh my gosh, we're gonna die. Not really.
Oh, man, at that point, he like, fuck it.
Yeah, and then, like, they had a curfew, a 7 p.m. curfew, and everybody's like, you can stay later than the curfew, don't worry. And then, like, as it gets closer to 7, the police officer literally put his hand on his gun, like, I can do it. And at 7 o'clock, we're allowed to, you know, both to put you in the car and detain you and stuff, but what's stopping me from being nice about detaining you when you've been talking crap to me this whole time?
And you said, fuck
now
my
I'm
brother.
slamming you in the car, banging your head on the way. Like, I was like, yeah, we're gonna leave now. Like, we went to the little scooter thingy, and we was like, we're out. Like,
that shit is sick.
But it was a really crazy time.
But you know what makes it wild is we can be protesting and shit, not even put our hand, we just yelling at you. But the white folk can go all the way
in the Capitol.
To the Capitol.
When I saw that, I was like, that's impossible. The way they had it covered up when we were there, so there's no way.
Bruh.
They had to have just said, come on.
They had to.
No, they had, it was rats, it was a couple of rats, moles in there. That's
yeah,
why.
but that's just, it's obvious. Like, when you ever go to the Capitol building and you see how covered it is and protected, there's no way.
Bruh, imagine if one black person tried that shit. Massacre.
A
whole massacre was deep with a little Boston Tea Party.
That basement would have popped out for real.
That shit, so that was like, Now let it be only one black person that tried to put one foot.
It would be right. Period. So let me ask this, like, what did you experience any hardships when COVID hit when it came to your business? Or did like, and I ain't saying sales increase, like, you know, you taking advantage, but you know, people in the household, you know what I'm saying, they got shit.
I'm about to say shit.
So initially, like, I hadn't actually, like, I started my business in 2019, but I wasn't actually like doing sales or anything until 2020 came. I didn't have a website until like the ending of 2020. So it wasn't like I took a hit. I didn't have a difference. It wasn't a difference for me. People were still, they had birthdays were still happening, and because we couldn't go anywhere, people were having photo shoots. So photo shoots were like my target audience was birthdays and photo shoots. But if you know anything about me, birthdays, that's my time. That's my shit. I do the whole month.
Oh, is this somebody's birthday? Oh, you going all
Yeah,
out.
I do the whole countdown the month before, and then that whole month is every single day is something. I got a whole crown, not tiara, crowns, different.
Bigger.
Yeah, I'm going to every restaurant. Oh, what do you have for free? What do you guys do for birthdays? Yes, I'm the birthday girl. So you don't have to surprise me. I know. Just let me know what you have. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
I'm telling.
I'm a Gemini.
Yeah.
When people like when you, I don't really do zodiac signs. Because when people say like, "What's your zodiac sign?" then I tell them automatically, it's like,
No, I'm an air sign. I'm with you. I'm a Libra.
No, I'm gonna be honest because you know I have a baby mother that's a Gemini, and to know her first as a Gemini, she's the nice one. The other ones, when you get on that other side,
You a May?
June.
Oh.
The whole June.
Oh,
the entire thing.
My bad. You're right.
the
The entire 1st to 30th. Thank you.
All
right, my bad.
Now the 25th, I started getting tired. I'm like, okay, I don't want this crown no more. I don't want the paparazzi. I'm exhausted. I don't want to go out to eat anymore. Can we just like order dinner?
I could not.
Nah, she dead ass, no cap.
No, I believe her. That's my mom. My mom the same way.
I can't wait till July. Like, come on. I just had like my cousin's birthday was in November, and I shouted him out, and a lot of people misinterpreted his birthday shout out as my birthday shout out. So then I got all this flood for my birthday. I'm like, y'all know I'm not this person. Like, I would not have just told you on the day it's my birthday. But I took it all. I'll take you out to eat. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna tell you now. What?
Like,
Free
we
food?
can do the whole month. Like,
And you pay for drinks
year.
too?
Like,
And you pay for the ride too? And you buy me a gift? Yeah.
I don't mind. I don't do belated. I'm not offended when you pick my birthday. Like, I'll give you a whole month, first of all. And if you come back in July, I will take it. I will take it all.
Oh, God. I'm mad. It never happened.
It was in gym. It's like, no, I'll take the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
You
I'll take the
can
whole
roll right
thing.
into November after October. I'm a
got-
Scorpio today, shit.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing too. At the end of the month, the zodiac signs change. And they're like, oh, it's your birthday today too? I'm like, yeah, like Cancer. I'm like, I mean, I guess, yeah.
He's just going with the funny.
Whatever you say,
It's July 7th.
Yeah, last year I celebrated my birthday again in July. I went to Mexico, my best friend, it was his birthday. But he's like shy about birthdays, like it's not really his thing. He don't want the paparazzi, so I'm like, it's my birthday then. We did everything together like twins. We had 2 birthday cakes, we had 2 candles, like everything was for the both of us.
Everything's cute, yeah.
Everything. I'm like, no, really.
Yeah, we didn't see our ID for the alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, really.
Damn, the car is definitely 2 miles away. So.
Matter of fact, the way our car is set up, they printed the shit wrong, so we're gonna use his
They're a
birthday.
day off.
Yeah, no, really.
Like,
I told them July, so they say June 7th. I don't know.
I don't know. They just, it's a glitch.
I need to get with her for my birthday. We
Not the glitch.
From October 1st to November 2nd. Shit, fuck it.
oh God. Oh man.
It's a glitch.
Well, I'm glad September's in the middle, okay, so I can just have my month. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody worry about you.
Nah, it's
No
all-
one
it's
worry
all
about an
good,
earth
you
sign.
know what
You
I'm
just
saying?
it's an air sign.
We're dope, okay.
Y'all
Real
are
shit.
toxic. 2 different things.
We're
dope.
You remember your guys?
Yeah.
His birthday's in September 3rd.
Oh, my Virgo. Okay, there we go. September 13th. It
My
is.
sister that we were talking about earlier, her birthday's September 12th.
Day before mine. Yeah, a lot of Virgos. Yeah, big shit.
Just stick in there.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't that bad. I mean, we do get toxic, you know, special relationships, you know. You was at
It's
the
this
early
title
days.
thing, like we get toxic, people are just toxic. You can't.
Nah, I think I'm different.
It's like saying Virgos drink water. People just drink water.
Nah, see, I drink certain type of water.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if
He
it,
drinks the sewage.
I just don't think I
Everybody
follow
drinks
any of the
regular
script
water.
for Geminis. I just don't follow the script. It's just.
no, like what I'm saying, you're
You're a
different.
different kind of Gemini. I don't know, like whatever. I'm just a human, okay?
Right, like
I'm
at
just
the
a
end of
pretty
the
black
day-
girl whose birthday's in June.
Okay, well, see, when I say I'm a super
That part,
saiyan, people
yeah.
look at me crazy. Like, why I can't be a
Super
super saiyan? Yes, why can't I be a saiyan from Planet Vegeta? Why can I not
Do your
be?
thing, bro. Do your thing. And I'm a queen, and I went to get my lashes done, and the lady was like, "Oh, well, your name says Queen. Is that your birth name?" And I'm like, "Does it matter?" And she's like, "This is a real business. You just can't put any name you want." I'm like, "Okay, we can just cancel the appointment. If it's that serious, you can just cancel it." Because I paid full. I didn't even pay the deposit. I paid the full thing before I came. So I'm like, "You know, I'll do that." And she gave it back, but it was just like,
She was
Why
like,
does
"Yeah."
it matter about what my name is? What my name was actually Queen.
And you just paid the full
do you
thing.
have a problem with me calling myself Queen? Like, what's wrong with you that you can't call yourself Queen or you can't call somebody else Queen?
That part, because that's what the problem is, bitter self.
It's always something like that. It's
Bitter.
always something deeper, and that's why I just be letting it go. Like, I don't want this whole 2 hour, 3 hour to do my lashes for you to be mad that I call myself Queen. I don't want to repay to do my real name. It's alright.
I would never even
There's
pay
a
for
whole
my
bunch
real
of
name.
there's a whole bunch of people out here who will do my lashes. You were just around the corner.
That part.
Yeah, like it's a lot of people right now that don't even know my real first name. They think my name really KT.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't be mad at it,
It's
you
so
know.
crazy.
Jeez.
Even with Mr. Guys, they were calling him these names. I'm like, that's what y'all call him, I guess. Because I don't even call him Jagaisis. I call him Lamar because that's like my best friend. We call him Lamar since high school. So I'm like, all right, whatever name they want to call you today, whatever. Gus, Guy, Jay.
Not Gus.
Yes.
Yeah.
They be calling him whatever they want to call him. Guy ATL.
I mean, I put it like this.
They call him Guy ATL like this is his birth name. His mom did not name him Guy.
My mama said the same thing. I did not birth MrTakeYaBabyMomma. I don't know why they call you that. I didn't birth a KT. I'm like, look, Mom, that ain't the point, okay? Everybody don't need to know my government.
My name, right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you know my government name, I put it like this. It's levels to my name. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing if you call me Matt. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Somebody must have told you. All right, we're going to let that slide.
You know what?
But if you call me Matthew,
Matthew.
I done had that too. But that means you got to know me from Macon. You know what I'm saying? We country as hell down there. So if you say Matthews, you know what I'm saying, like that, you know me from Macon. You know what I'm saying?
That's nasty.
I don't understand how they put the
THR,
like there's no R in my name.
Bruh.
But if you hit me with that for Matthew, bruh, if it ain't somebody mama, or I know you from 8th grade, or we actually was cool with each other at Creekside, you know what I'm saying? Cabana, they ain't call me that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you don't know me from that, don't call me that. You don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. Like, in my neighbor next door, shout out my boy. You did. When I first moved over here, guess what he called me? My middle name, Terrell. You know what I'm saying? You wanna know why?
Why?
Y'all really wanna know why?
Are you gonna tell us or not?
Hell yeah. Alright, so check
You
this
want to
out.
tell
Right?
us so bad.
So like, okay, so my mama they had never been to my spot over here, you know what I'm saying? They ain't come to like my birthday. So like 9 months after I had already been over there type shit. So the only person that was over here was a female I was with at the time, you know what I'm saying? So we just so happened to be out there on the balcony being grown folks, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying, she said my name being my middle name, you know what I'm saying? So the next day, he come out the door We run into each other. I'm like, yo, what's good? He like, yo, Terrell, right? I heard your people's call you Terrell. But in my mind, I'm like, nigga, ain't nobody been in my motherfucking house that called my mom. Oh.
L-O-L.
And ever since then, he called me T to this day. He don't even know my name, Mac. Oh, Mac. You know what I'm saying? So
That's actually kind of funny.
You know what I'm saying? Then my Facebook now, you know, back in the day, my name was Matt Lovin on Facebook. Then I changed it to Terrell Johnson. But I was Matt Lovin for damn near 10 years. Like McLovin. Exactly, you know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
Like, it got so bad. My baby mama side of the family wrote me a Christmas card saying, Happy Christmas, Matt Lovin. Because they thought that was my real last name.
People do that when I was Hershey Kiss, so I just recently changed it. People were like, oh, you're Hershey Kiss, right? I'm like, I mean, yeah.
I like that though, Hershey Kisses.
I don't care, because sometimes I do go on and type and I'm like, damn, that ain't it.
Not anymore. I did it the other day. I'm like, oh, I did forget to change my name. What's my name now? Like,
It'd be a habit when we don't.
But I had it since high school, so I'm like, it's time to grow up. You know, I finally reached a new milestone. I should not be out here still calling myself Hershey Kiss. Like, and then if I want to get like brand deals and stuff, and Hershey Kiss is already a brand, it's like,
yeah. Change the
I gotta
age
do
of
something
it.
that's different.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay.
What's the name of your brand?
The name of my brand, so I have two segments of it. So the name of my brand is called Queenfidence. That's the part, the pretty side that gives like wigs and bonnets and things like that. That's the pretty side. Because when I first built it, it was more so for the confidence side of it. So I did crown royalty, like I want you to be so comfortable in the queen that you are and the royalty that you are. So like that was my thing, like pushing like, okay, you're a queen, you're royalty, crown royalty. And then I went to trademark it, and crown royalty was already trademarked. Like I could do the business, Crown Royalty LLC, I could do that, but I couldn't trademark it. So I was like, oh, dang, like, so what I'm gonna do now? I literally sat there and I was like so depressed. My lawyer told me like, we can't trademark this because Crown Royalty is already a thing. And I was so sad. I was like crying little tears, like not like, oh, like, but tears coming out. And one of my homeboys from like forever called me and he's like, hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm like, you want the answer that I tell everybody else or the real answer what's happening right now? He's like, I'm like, okay, anyway, right now I'm fine, everything's great, COVID's awesome, I love Maryland. And then but the truth is go Maryland. No, really. But the truth is that I'm really sad my trademark people just told me I have to change my name, and I've been wanting this, I've been having this name for so long, and I like that it started with a C, my name started with a C, it just felt right. And I had just rebranded, new colors, new business cards, everything, and I was like, so
with the name on it?
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I was like, I was just really looking forward to it, and now I'm hurt to have to like come up with a new name. And he was like, okay, we don't have time to cry. They said you have 24 hours, so what are we gonna do? And I'm like, I don't know. It just happened like 5 minutes ago. He's like, okay, well now we need to stop, and we need to figure out what's the new name. Like, what's your goal right now? What's your brand about? And I'm like, well, encouraging people to be royalty, encouraging people to be confident in who they are, confident in being royalty. Because people like, oh, I'm a queen on my birthday month. And then when your birthday's over, it's like,
you back to that
I'm a regular person. So you work out, you get your body right for your birthday. And then your birthday's over, now you fat for the rest of the other 11 months.
Well, damn.
I'm just saying, like, we get our hair done, we get our lashes done, nails, and then we only do that for our birthday. Once the birthday moment is over, now we're back in the, okay, like, I'm just a regular person. And I ended up being a therapist during COVID, and I told her, like, my birthday's over, so I can't really be that person anymore. And she was like, imagine if God only showed up for his birthday.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh.
Now that's deep.
Yeah, so I was just
like, does he have a birthday?
Christmas.
Oh, I'm talking about God, not Jesus.
Okay.
God have a birthday. His birthday's every day.
No, that's true.
You can go with that too. Yeah, I like that.
But that makes sense though.
So being a queen, I can wear a queen, and I can wear a crown in December. Like I can be that person all the time. I can work out every day, not just for my birthday. I can get my hair done and feel pretty and feel that beautiful. You walk in a room and like, it's my birthday. But then another you walk in a room and you're like, hi.
Right.
You used to be that queen, like on some Nicki Minaj. Like Nicki Minaj walk in the room and she knows I'm the queen.
Whoa.
You don't like her, it's okay. I love her, so we're gonna just leave that alone. You don't like her.
Mulatto.
We're not gonna talk about it.
No. Hold on. Let me make it clear so nobody from Barb's. No.
I will. Big Lotto.
Big Lotto. Okay, big bar the game. Anyway, no. The thing about Nicki is, I love that queen confidence that she.
Yeah. Queen confidence, Queenfidence.
Yeah, Queenfidence. I love that she opened back up in hip hop, especially because it's been only her for a while before everybody else popped up. I don't like how she comes across arrogant sometimes about it. Like, it's only me. It's not, no, baby. It's
not arrogance, it's confidence. Like, sometimes, like, even for me, like,
she be bad
people think that I'm full of myself and I'm conceited. And it's just like, no, like now you make me feel like I have to small up myself to make you feel comfortable. Like you gotta feel the same way Nikki feel, and then you talking the same language.
But do you bash people in the process, honey?
I don't bash people now.
That's the thing. She will bash people in the process sometimes, and that's when I can't like her. Her talent will always. I always give Nikki her flowers, her pen, because
I like
Nikki hard.
Like, she was in high school before she was anybody else to her freestyle. I used to write poetry. I used to write poetry in high school, and then I wanted to be a rapper. I wanted to do a lot of stuff. And then like everybody wanted to be a rapper at some point in their life. So, but I didn't have flow, so I would write it.
She said, "I got the pen, but I ain't got the flow."
Yeah, so I would like write it, and then like I hear it in my head when it comes out of my mouth. It's not giving like how these drill rappers give it out. Like
she said, "It's
not coming out like that." It's like I was not feeling you. That's what you thought. Like, you know, it's like
it was in proper English.
Yeah, you know, it was just like I didn't have it. So I was just like, all right, I'm gonna go back to poetry. I'm gonna just stay on the poetry side. And then I found Nicki Minaj, and literally every poetry that I wrote, she was rapping about. And I was just like, yo, who is this girl? Like I had a poem, just every freestyle she had a poem that matched it. And
So we talking about Icy Nikki or Young Money Nikki?
Young Money Nikki.
I'm about to say Young Money Nikki. I'm about to say it got me.
I like Icy Nikki going into Young Money.
But it was honestly, this was just Nikki. This was Onika Mirage. This is before.
Back before she had all the surgery.
Yeah, like nobody knew who she was.
This when she had
she was just freestyling.
Regular hair, her nails, C curve. That's when she was regular.
So that's the Nikki I'm talking about.
Okay, I like that Nikki, but this
and then when Nikki came out, then she I saw her get the Gucci, and I'm like, oh, not Gucci know who she is. She had a song called, oh my gosh, she's and I remember like my crew I had in high school, like, and I was like, yo, oh my god, like, Tia, you remember Tia?
Yeah.
And I was like, me and her started like Nicki Minaj. I'm like, yo, she's on a song with Gucci. Now she's on a song with Wayne. I'm like, yo, she's becoming the person that she wanted to be. Like I was in, and it was like giving me like this whole confidence that I needed too. I'm like, everything that she said she was gonna do and wanted to do is happening for her.
Yeah, I felt like that about Tia.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but you literally always been T.I. to me, so that's it. Like, that's literally, every time I look at you, I don't talk to you, everything just T.I. As country as you are, T.I. Like,
you remember Celebrity Day? I dressed up in T.I. when he was locked up and I had a free T.I.
That's
shirt.
what T.I. right now. You're T.I. right now. Like, everything you do is T.I. to me. So.
That's how I feel about Cardi. Cardi gave a different level of confidence
Cardi too.
Yeah.
But I feel like that Nicki, like I know people might hate me for this, but I feel like Nicki had to set that stage so Cardi could be.
Oh, you know, no, facts.
Definitely.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't get me wrong, Cardi could have been that person without Nicki, but then she would have just been the Nicki. We were saying the Cardi B.
The timing would have been.
Yeah, it would have switched.
Yeah.
Like they come with the same energy. They come with the same exact energy, so it's no different. But Nicki Minaj was first to me, so it's like that's just what I do.
I feel like Cardi be a little bit more authentic though.
Yeah, but again, the door was open for her.
Neither one of them write their own damn music.
No.
And we want to pull up the discography of each song and who's the writers.
As what they're promoting, like Nicki Minaj promotes being a queen and being confident in being a queen. That's what I promote.
But before she was a queen, she was just a Barbie, a regular Barbie doll.
And I was there. She was a Harajuku Barbie. She had a lot of different titles.
Yeah, she was a Harajuku.
And those are all her because she grew up in trauma. Those were how she escaped her trauma.
Yeah.
So even like a lot of things that she was I was in those same things.
See, I like how you break her down. You know what I'm saying? You make people want to learn about her.
No,
but she don't do that.
She talked. No.
She has. She did it already.
She talked about her abortion at 15. She talked about She already talked about it.
Well, I guess I must have missed that episode. I was over there with Gucci and them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She got a friend. You know what I'm saying?
No, in the beginning, she told her story in the beginning, but after that, when she did the whole super bass thing, it was no point now.
But wait, was this on Beam Me Up, Scotty? The original Beam Me Up, not this new revamped digital version.
No. This revamped digital version is still alive.
I don't really like that because they took away a lot of great songs that we like from the original.
But a lot of the songs are still on there though too. But I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, they don't have the same vibe.
They're still the same songs.
You know what I'm saying? You don't hear niggas say, back that up, DJ. You know what I'm saying?
That weren't on the original, and then there's some that are missing, but they are still.
You see, it be the ones that's missing. That was that essence that got the guys.
I hate when you do a remake. It's like,
damn. I was just happy I can get it on like platforms now, and I don't have to YouTube these songs anymore because they weren't.
Okay. Yeah. The time when she,
I was still using live mixtapes. Shout out live mixtapes.
So that was smart. I mean, then it was smart for her to remake because the digital platform era.
Now you listen,
that was smart then. But not to remove the good shit. No, come on now.
But I only reach had to remove because, a lot of artists don't own the rights to the beat. It's just like when Lucci did Wish Me Well. The original Wish Me Well is 18 tracks, mixtape version. But the digital version that's out is only like 10 to 12 because certain beats were YouTube beats that us independent artists still use. Shout out to the independent artists.
Okay, I get that.
That makes sense. That smells like coffee.
Yeah, it got like a little scrap. What is it? Cookie and butter.
Okay, I thought I'm like, what am I smelling? Like, I'm thinking, right. I'm like, where the
I got
cake
that,
at?
and it got strawberry cheesecake in it too.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, where the cake at then?
Yeah.
Oh, I smell it now.
Yeah.
See, I smoke it so much I can't even smell the shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all smell it, I don't smell it.
Oh Lord.
But you know, I guess that's like how it was. Like I had this ride in my car, it smelled like a pound of weed, and I was like, damn, you thought my car stinking? Like that shit stink. But I was like, wait, that's the same shit I used to smell like. Damn, that used to smell like that. So I'm on that. I'm like, yo, when I used to get in the car, that used to smell like that. She's like, nah, yours wasn't that bad. So what the fuck you said? I wasn't smoking nothing good. Like that. What you trying to say?
You had Huffington.
What the hell is that?
Huff, Mid, Reggie, Dirt, Seeds.
Ouch.
No.
Every synonym.
Like,
Have a
like,
rundown real quick.
first of all, for the record, ain't nothing wrong with some good OG and some good popcorn meat if it's made right straight out of California. Cause the bitch busted just like the gas in Atlanta that sprayed on. You dig what I'm saying?
Damn, I got time for that. Give me the
I'm
real
just saying, you know, I go do the homework on these herbs. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I jump back out here in
Nah,
the
if you
field.
wasn't smelling like you was smoking on the herbs.
Well, see, I was small with it. You know what I'm saying? I know how to goddamn blend my shit right. You ever made a dirty black?
No.
Yeah, see, that's a little bit for your time. What about a cigarette weed?
No.
Hey, you're just making stuff up.
Nah, see,
We're getting off track.
No, like for real. I'm gonna get back to it. I just gotta get this one quick little lesson. See, on the west side, I learned this real quick. A cigarette weed. You take a little bit of cigarette, dump that motherfucker out. You take a little bit of weed, pinch that motherfucker, drop it in, then you pack that motherfucker right back in. And you sell on the west side $5 just one cigarette. And then a dirty black, you know, we were coming up down at the underground and shit. You know, they were checking us and everything. We take your black and out. You leave probably about a corner of that bitch still in there. You pack the whole thing out, grind your weed up, take a pinch of that tobacco, throw it on your weed, and you pack that shit back in.
That's disgusting.
What they used to do at Chrishel, be smoking this shit. They thought we smoking black and mild. We wasn't smoking no black and mild. We getting high as hell.
That's nasty.
I was actually like despise people smoking in Creekside. I was just it was such a ghetto activity. I hated how they smelled. I hated how they I know.
Ghetto activity.
It was.
God damn.
Like their mouth was stink, like their clothes would stink. They always had black lips. They just looked dirty. They didn't put
Then the nails.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
the lips are
God.
crusty. They have like a little white little stuff. You're licking their lips all day. And it's like these little. It's so nasty.
I ain't drinking not one lick of water
No,
all day. Not even
no
a Gatorade,
chapstick,
Jesus.
no moisturizer. Like it was just nasty.
Now, I'm gonna tell you what used to kill it for me. When niggas used to share car bags, I'd be like, bro, that's the
that's
nastiest
illegal.
shit.
Oh my
I
God.
dated somebody in high school who had that.
God.
That was smoke, and they would try to hide it. And when I would kiss them, I'm like, I can taste it.
Yeah, you can still taste it.
Like you're trying to hide that you did that, but I can taste it. Like now, don't kiss me. That's nasty. Like that's nasty.
Ew. Where your gum at?
It's disgusting.
Sometimes
like,
going on their help. Like, for real, I be kissing
it's
the
not
girl
on
like
their
that.
lips because they're putting their lips on it. So
Oh,
it's
Yeah,
on
it's on the look. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta like brush your. You gotta start all over.
You gotta go brush your whole teeth.
Yeah,
Your
nobody's
whole
doing that in high
teeth,
school.
your
Because
mouth,
it's
your
still in the
face.
back of your throat. So even if you put gum in your mouth and y'all actually
good
kissing,
Good point.
she's gonna taste that when them salivas cross over.
Anyway, how long have you been doing your business? I cannot with him.
So yeah, I started in 2019, and then so now, but I didn't really start making sales and stuff until 2020. Like in 19, I was doing like little sales, like family and friends type stuff, and then like 2021, once I got my website, that's when like okay, I can get like sales from strangers. And then 2021, that was my year. Like when I was in Maryland, that was my year. So that's when we did pickup.
Oh, Maryland? You were still in Maryland?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
I was
You
in
gonna
Maryland
get
since
the
2020.
shit.
2020 until June of this year.
Go to, and y'all was in Southeast, right?
Well, no, not, and I wasn't something. Southeast was scared. I was not coming outside, like at all. Like
No. When I say Southeast,
No,
I'm up here. But in Southeast.
No, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, that was the corner that I walked out in front of my door. There was crackheads when you walk out
Oh,
the
yeah.
door. Like,
Why every MLK in every city has got to be together?
and
That's
okay,
some shit.
and Malcolm X for me. Like, it was the concoction. They would sit outside the liquor store, like, all day. The liquor store's not open, the liquor store's closed. Either way, they have their own chairs.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No, they really
They
were
have
like-
their pit bulls, they make
That's
their
a real
own
thing in
homemade
Maryland.
videos.
Hey, do we got a Malcolm X
Yeah.
down here now?
No, really at
No,
BP,
not
like
really.
the biggest gas station at home, where that be is a BP.
No, they had a crown, one of those ones. That's what was next to it. What was
Like
it
the King Kangaroo thing?
Crown. It was a crown. It
I wonder if they got
the
Crown
gas station was
Royal.
called Crown. I don't know. They were dancing that little, the DC beat thingy. What's that?
The
called?
go-go?
Yeah, they
Beat
were
your
doing
feet?
that. Like even the homeless people be out there doing their dancing. And
Yeah,
stuff.
okay.
Beat your feet.
I can dig that. I can dig
Get with the
Like, there was a
go.
Popeye's line would be long.
As hell all the
You
I never
wanna know
heard
time.
about the line
Because
so long.
All
Popeye
the
of
time.
North put honey on the biscuits. Down south, they don't put honey
Yeah,
on
I don't know what it was.
you
That
know,
was
little
awesome.
something.
I know, man.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
Bro, if it ain't no honey biscuits, then you better go down the street and get yourself some mumbo sauce. Some goddamn
see, that why
Yeah.
See, that's why
In the Walmart in Georgia, they have
Yes,
the sauce now.
bottles
Yes,
of
you
the
can like
most.
get it now. So we have it in our fridge now.
Bruh.
DC put this on.
Oh God, no, because when I even moved out here, it was like last year, because I was 21 when I moved out here. I heard somebody blasting go-go. I said, what they know about the go-go on Hellcat? Oh shit!
And then they put a little trap to it and fucked it all up.
Fucked it all up.
That's what we
But
do.
it was a pure go-go. It was TCB or XIB. It was like go-go. I said, oh yeah. Blasting it. I said, okay, Atlanta, what y'all
Ain't that
know?
wrong with that? So let me add this though.
Okay, go ahead.
Nah, my bad. What you about to say?
Now I'm just gonna go back to the conversation of restarting. But go ahead, you got a question.
Oh yeah, I was about to ask you like what really, even though we know, you know, what you had to do to get it up and running, and then the time frame, what really made you say, this the lane I'm going in?
So you know I got 3 little sisters, like my pride and joys, my 3 little sisters.
Oh.
So like they were the ones that were telling me about these. First of all, I went and got a wig when I was in college. Got it done. I paid like over $800
Hey, excuse
for
me.
the whole process.
$800 damn dollars.
Huh?
You could have borrowed my hair. Shit, $800.
Put your hat back on.
I'm just saying.
Put your hat back.
Look at me.
Put your hat back on.
$800.
They were like, so you didn't his hair before the video, like you embarrassing me.
Shit.
Put your and combed out. No, put your hat back on.
Don't worry, by next year the time gonna be dreaded up. You
That's
did.
in mine too. But
800.
yeah, so like I had to pay for the hair. I had to pay for her to actually make the wig,
Oh,
and then I had to
God.
pay for her to install the wig.
it.
Yeah, so all
And
those.
did she braid your hair down too?
Yeah, she was a real stylist.
Woo!
Sharice. Shout out to Sharice in Huntsville. Like,
Shout out you, boo, because you
Yeah,
did
no,
the
she-
bag.
Oh,
I wouldn't
God.
get my hair done if it wasn't by Sharice. If she's booked, I just not get my hair done.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
Yeah, it was that.
It's that
bad.
loyalty.
Yeah, it was that bad.
Sharice, you yeah.
Sharice White, she went to school. She went to the same school as me. She did accounting like me, and then never used her accounting degree. Well, I guess she used it in her.
Wait, did she go to
business.
school with us?
No, we went to college together. Yeah, in Alabama. She's really smart. Like, she's really smart. Went and started a whole business. She's like, I just did account. I asked, like, what happened to accounting? I just started it just in case this didn't work. So
Smart.
I could
That
have
part.
a fallback. I just got the 4 years out the way, and then now it's working. She just got her own salon. Like, she just had a baby. But she's
800.
yeah. But one person. Give me in and
But
out.
then you gotta look at it like this.
But she washed my hair. She does the treatment on your hair. She's
But
braiding
that's
it
good
down.
though.
She's
So
But
it's
look,
all
but look,
like
how,
that.
but look how she
All
planted
of
that
If
it.
you're
seed.
late, if she's late to your appointment, she'll give you $10 back.
Oh.
Yeah. that.
So
I like
like
that.
when I was hearing the stories in Georgia from my sisters, I'm like, that would never happen.
Hell no.
Shout out to
My girl
Sharice for
would
that.
Yeah, no,
with the
shout out to
customer
you.
service.
Ever.
So Kim, is it fair enough to say Cherie planted the seed that has now allowed you to grow?
In a way. So I think it was more so that I paid that much and I didn't even know what I never wore the wig again. Like I wore it that one time, it was installed. Once it came off, it was like, I don't know what to do with this. So when I got home, my sister was like, I'm making wigs, I'm taking this class, I watched this video, I got all the supplies. I'm like, okay girl, cause you can make wigs for me, cause that $800, that's crazy. Like, it was worth it, but it's crazy. And then like it didn't come out right the first time and shit, I'm not doing this. I'm like, okay, but I still want wigs. So I bought another wig online for $500. And then I tried to, I know, wigs, they're not cheap. They're not cheap.
going
It ain't even your hair.
People love to say, I paid $99 for this wig.
Pay
I
my
can
goods.
tell.
Why didn't you get a sewing?
A sewing? Cause I wanted to like not have to put heat on my hair. Sewing used to have to blend it in to the hair.
Yeah.
So like right now I just started my locks. So it's like you
You
can't
can't
tell if I'm
that's
locks. But if I had this was the sewing, my locks are gonna be sitting on top of my sewing. That's ghetto. So it's like yeah.
It was all pumped up. Like
Yeah, it's nasty. Like nasty.
like your
hair.
hat.
She got
The
jokes.
camera's off.
Really expensive. She got jokes. Okay. Like my hair.
No, oh God, no. Because when you have like dreads under a wig and if it's not laid down
Yeah,
properly,
wow.
it will really look. Like what? Am I lying?
No, you're right.
Okay. You don't want to look like a thumbs up.
Yeah.
You want to like laid and made.
You know what? I'm gonna just pull this down a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
No, you
So I look
can
less than a thumb
you all the
thumb.
time. Like
Always be a thumbs up.
Hit that thumbs up button.
Oh God, definitely do that. $500.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I did it because I watched watched a video on YouTube. Like, I got this. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, period.
I have all the stuff. I have all the things. It did not. It was not doing anything that like the videos look so easy. I did all this stuff and it just was trash.
Every time you go on YouTube, okay, I can do
Yeah,
that.
so then I go to a hairstylist now and I messed it up so bad. She can only do what she can do. She's still charging me full price, and she can only do what she can do. So now I'm like, damn, like.
But it's just human hair.
Yeah.
Remember, like,
Oh,
that's the
okay,
thing.
that's
what makes that. It's because it's human hair.
Yeah, let's put that out there.
And
then
like,
you get
like my wig could last like 2 years and more. So it's like it's an investment. Before that, I was getting sewings. Like I was sewing clean. Like before my first wig, I was sewing clean.
So man, it is.
done.
But my sewings, like I was getting heat damage.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
But like I was also paying $100, $300, you know, every 3 months when it's time to, or every 2 months, whatever the cycle is. So I'm like, if I get this wig and I pay $800 and I can put it on and take it off whenever I want, that's saving me money.
For 2 years.
Yeah, I'm saving money. That $200. 4 times a year was that $800 a year. I pay $800 one time and I can wear it for 3 years. You know, it's like
put this silicone, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Put that bitch in the Kroger bag.
Get 2 of these and mix them up, you know, in between that. This
seriously.
Like, this is way better than the sewing. This is way.
So the man is not to cut you off again. Like, is your hair like when you get your hair with human hair? And I know this might sound, but I'm just really curious
You're
about
supposed
it.
to be ignorant.
You know what I'm saying? Where do y'all get the human hair from?
Your vendor. Like where my vendor gets it from?
Yeah, where the hell they get the human hair from?
They have
Actual people.
Yeah, they come off people's heads. People like cut their hair off.
They donate their hair for wigs.
So you know, some people's like in different countries and stuff, or different nationalities that aren't all African American, their hair goes really fast.
So do you
Like
got that option of
Indonesian,
picking?
Yeah, Indonesian people,
Malaysian, like that's
their hair goes really fast.
When
like,
it says on the
they
back
cut
where
their
it is.
hair. They cut their hair right now, and it's like at their ankles, and they'll cut it right now, and this time next year.
So when you
right
shopping
now.
with your vendor, you got an option of picking Dominican hair, Indonesian hair, Brazilian hair.
Yeah.
And it's actually Dominican, Malay. It's actually that. Like if you go to the beauty supply store with your girl, and let's say she want to get a pack of hair to make a wig, and it says like Malaysian. It's actually Malaysian hair. That's why it's expensive. This is actually.
So when it's not expensive,
It came from Malaysia.
it's not. It'll last maybe a month or maybe 3 months.
That's that blended synthetic hair.
Like the Saga, the Remy, stuff like that. That might be like
Good $85.
But where the hell Remy come from? Remy ain't no, I mean, ain't no,
I don't know.
it ain't
I
Remy
don't know.
Mama.
Put heat on it, so I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a mixture, but once it's done, it's done.
Oh, you'll know.
There's no revival.
Yeah, but that shit start freezing up
Yeah,
out
so
here.
That
and shit.
the ends it starts splitting. Oh yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah.
Like Yaki, don't get Yaki. Yo.
Who the hell is Yankee? Yeah, I mean, I know about Yankee, but Yankee ain't
Not
no.
who.
I don't even know why y'all got me
No,
in
it's
there.
okay. It's okay. I'm here for this.
See who is Yaki?
Like, I expect you to ask questions that don't make sense, but it's just
Yeah,
like,
I
it still gets me.
Because I thought Remy was Remy Ma brand.
Oh my God.
Or Remy the Drink, Remy Martin.
Remy Martin still drinks some wigs now.
Shit, he crossed over. He crossed over to a new market.
Hey yo.
He got the drinks and he got the hair. And if it was Remy Ma, she was in jail making money off her hair. When she was locked up, you know what I'm saying?
You know what?
I'm just saying, like, you know, and see, guys, that's why I'm glad we don't have any problems. Either you gonna get your hair cut, you gonna get twisted, you gonna get a drain.
No.
you gonna get a
Now
drain,
y'all
or you
do.
gonna go
Now
bald.
y'all got man weaves now. Now y'all got that problem. Okay.
No. We don't have that problem. The other
No.
Individuals have that
Straight
problem.
men get them now too, cause they be balding and stuff. You gotta think about it. Men go through alopecia and balding too. So,
Birds, you put some weave in your head? Message! That's all I had to hear.
but some men.
Y'all like him tricky. I be trying my wigs on his head.
That's trying.
I need a head.
He's being supportive.
He's like, take this off, take it off now. I'm like, I just need to make sure it's gonna fit.
And a bald head is good canvas.
This is so cute. It's so long in his hair with his full beard.
But she ain't like Snoop Dogg on goddamn baby.
Yes,
bro.
exactly. All those things.
Hey, yo, no, but some guys probably feel, especially they're going through that balding phase, they would rather still feel confident having hair. So that's when they started having like the man weaves.
No. What you do is just like I called Sue about 2 weeks ago. I went to the beauty supply store and what's that hair stuff you use? And right there, y'all go in my bag.
Oh, wild girl, you stupid.
I spray it every day. My hair smells like what it was, lemons and something. It was so bad I had the yellow jacks outside chasing me down the street.
Child.
Oh yeah.
It's because
Yeah, it's
The
real.
real
It's
stuff
real.
in
It's
there.
real. You
But
need.
I would honestly say my sisters helped me plant that seed. Like I said, them going through anything they ever go through, like some boys trying to beat you up at school, like, you know, anything that's happening, I'm always like big sister mode. Like, who's this? What's going on? How do we fix this? Like, don't touch my sister, things like that. So if I'm hearing that you're getting scammed, And my sister was like, I sent my hair in, and then 2 months later, the girl was like, oh, I never got it. I sent her the tracking, and it was delivered. She's like, oh, I found it underneath my couch. Why would you tell me that? Like, why would you even tell her that you found it? Tell her, oh, okay, I see it, or I'll figure it out. Don't tell her you found it. That just sounds like you're not
found
even
what under the couch?
The hair, the package. I guess she gets a lot of packages at one time, and it was underneath her couch, whatever. So she had a comfortable house. But again, what? So I'm like, okay, yeah, I got it. I got it from here, guys. Like, I'll make sure that I will make our wigs from here on out, and I'll do this for us. And then telling my friends that, oh, I'll make my sister's wig. Like, you know how to make wigs? Like, yeah, girl, like, make me a wig. Okay, I'll make you a wig. Like, oh, you got bundles? Well, give me some bundles. I'm, okay, I got bundles for you. Like, I'm just like, you know, I'm helping everybody out. So I'm like, but it was because of my sisters, like, because they needed that. Like, they're not going to be out here in these ghetto streets of Atlanta waiting for somebody to do their hair, waiting for somebody to make their wigs, just waiting for
just to possibly fuck it up.
Yeah. My sister said she sat under a dryer. First of all, she got to the appointment early. The assistant didn't come until like 30 minutes later. She sat underneath the dryer for 2 hours. Then the stylist finally came and said she was hungry. And
the dryer was on for 2 hours too? Yes. Oh, jeez.
Good Lord, her head was
so
on
she had
fire.
a little net on. It's like, you know, drying or whatever. But then the hairstylist finally comes and she's hungry. She's like, I got something to eat, and left to order food. You don't get to be late and hungry. When you were late,
right. If you already late, just grab your food while you.
So I'm like, dang, now I want to be a whole
DoorDash? No? Uber Eats?
Yeah, so I'm like, now I want to be a host. Again, I've never experienced any of these things, but hearing the story so many times, like, there's a girl, Hair by Bree, in Marietta, I want to say? Yeah, like over there by Kennesaw, like on that side of town. She, same thing, same like my hairstylist in Huntsville. She was the same exact way. Like, you're late, you have to pay, I'm late, I'll give you money back. Really on time. Like, I would come and she'd be sitting in the chair like, oh, hey girl, like.
That's respectful.
And it's so obsolete to a lot of people. So I'm like, no. So I started making wigs for them, and then I got from there, and then like I was like, okay, I'm gonna start promoting with your audience. Like, oh, should I make it a business? I know how to set up a business. This is not hard. I know how to go on the, you know, the Secretary of State, set up a business. Like, now I got a whole business. Now I can go this write-offs. Now I'm like, I'm making them by hand. So by hand, just to construct it is 4 hours for me. Absolutely. So then I'm like, there was a girl talking about sewing machines, and she had some kind of sale. So I went, bought her sale, drove up to South Carolina. We got a hotel in South Carolina. And she told me how to do it on a sewing machine, and that took.
I was about to say sewing machine.
Yeah, sewing machine, 45
That's
minutes.
new for
45
me for a wig.
minutes.
Because most people put it on the mannequin head and sew the tracks on there and do it that way.
Yeah.
But I've never seen
the sewing machine. It's changed my life from 4 hours to 45 minutes.
I've never seen.
So now I can make 4 wigs in 4 hours. Now my production time is better. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm fine with it. Now I'm good. Like, and I can get. I'm putting on the sewing machine. That you put it back on the head. Sorry, you put it back on the head to make sure that you know it's still laying down. It's not bumpy because you can mess it up and it can be bumpy and they get on their head and it's not laying flat. Yep. So you can still do sewing machine and you still use the head as well to just back and forth.
I gotta see how you use the sewing machine for a wig.
It's really great. So like even that, like now I can charge a little less because I'm not taking 4 hours to make it. But again, like I feel bad for people who can't afford it. And I'm like, they're like, what's your target audience? I'm like, a target audience. I gotta find a target audience now. I'm like, everybody, but like everybody's not a proper target audience. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, so then I'm like, okay, I love birthdays. I'm gonna work on birthdays. And again, promoting people to be confident and being confident all the time and not just for your birthday. And I said I went to trade market and then they told me I couldn't. So I'm like, okay, well, Queenfidence, like, and I did that. So I'm like, Queenfidence, made a whole brand. My friend, my friend Ronnie, I don't know how to do that one because he was just like all day. We had a whole shared notes. Like we were like purple palettes. Like we were just he was like Queenfidence. I'm like Queenfidence. He's like, and he just like texts me the little meme with the Denzel Washington. He's like mine.
That was the one.
Yes, I was just like, oh thank you. Oh my gosh. So like I submitted it. Everything went through. So I'm trademarked to be able to sell like hair extensions and then hair products. So I'm pretty much gonna be able to do those.
So I ain't gonna hold you. Oh my bad. I'm sorry.
So once I got scammed, like that messed up my mental because it was just like I was so open and smiling with this girl. Sometimes it would be raining and she's like, I'm running late. And
this is regular, right?
Yeah, I'm like, it's okay, girl. Take your time. Be safe. I'd rather you get here safely than try to fly and get here by 9. You said 9. Eating breakfast in the car, eating whatever it is, so I can have time, so I can be there when you pull up and you're not waiting for me. And it was just like that hurt me. I'm like, I really poured my everything into this person to make sure that she felt confident, make sure that she was happy about her purchase, and until she's coming back, she loves it. And I did all this just for you to play me. Like I felt betrayed, and I felt disgusted. And I'm like, man, I don't want to give nobody confidence. I don't want to help anybody. Like it was just I was mad. I'm like, I lost $1,500. Like you buying a little bonnet, thank you for the support, but what's $15 to $1,500? And it was like I was losing my why, and I lost my why like quickly. And it was just like my sales started to reflect when you lose my why. Like it was just like. People can tell when you're doing it out of passion and when you're just doing it to make a sale.
Period.
Yeah, so it was like before I was doing because I really wanted to. I was proud of what I could do. I could show you, it can come off, it can come on. I could take it off, I could move it around. Like I could switch my hair up in 2 seconds. Like I was trying to go out the door and I don't look ready. Now I'm ready. Like I was excited to show you that. I was excited to help you. I was having content days, like where I would book a makeup artist first thing in the morning and then all day long making just straight content for the rest of the month. Like I was doing that. Like I was on it.
Boom.
Yeah, I was on it. And then when that happened, it was just like, I don't know, is it worth it? Like, is this even worth it anymore? So now I literally like was praying for things and like, you know, I'm really close with God. Like we talk a lot. We talk all the time. We talk about walking the door. So I was praying and I was like, God, like I want this for my business. I want this for my business. And God's like, well, how am I gonna be glory from that? And I'm like, and I really had to sit there and like, I mean, I could say thank you, God, or something. Like, you know, like just the minimum, like the very minimum. Because I started getting cocky. Because literally there was not a day that went by I didn't get the sale. And I remember telling my husband like, yo, babe, like nobody bought anything for me today. And I had like 30 minutes left till the day was over, and then I got 2 sales. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. It was a glitch. We're good. We're fine. I thought I was having a bad day. Yeah, I thought I was having a bad day. So like when I started feeling myself getting cocky about it, and like, yeah, you know, I'm one of the best brands. It's me. Look what I did. I'm the best. I'm great. Forgetting that God gave me the vision. God gave me the plan. God got me here.
That part.
So and I was like trying to refocus. And I'm like, okay, well, God will help me to figure out what you want me to do. Like, what is that you want me to do? And then I changed my focus more so from the pretty side of my business to medical. Because I was getting people like, I had a girl, she had cancer. She had a brain tumor. And then her boyfriend reached out to me like, I know I've watched you make your wigs before. Like he's actually been in my house, we were talking while making my wigs. He said, I know how your wigs work. I want her to be able to have that experience, you know, while she's going through chemo, so she might lose her hair. So I'm like, yeah, I got it, no problem. We did her measurements, you know, all the stuff virtually. And, you know, I made her wig for her. But that felt better, like knowing that you're about to go through chemo. She said, I don't want to look different. Like, I don't want to look like somebody that I'm not. I want my hair to look exactly how it looks. So now I'm like trying to mimic the hair on her head and how it's darker at the top and lighter at the bottom, and this curl pattern. Like, what wig has this curl pattern so that when you put it on, nobody can tell you're going through anything, and you look the exact same way. And that just felt better. I had somebody call me. She got her wig, called me, let me know she's gonna get 3 more wigs, and then she cried on the phone because she had alopecia. And she's like, I have alopecia, and she's like, I've been getting these trash wigs. You know, like every 4 months you're buying a new wig because the hair is, I don't even know what kind of hair they get in that. But the hair is not good hair. So it's like I'm constantly buying a new wig and I don't feel pretty, I don't feel good about it, and I'm just like, dang, like, you know, I cry with her. Because again, like if I'm trying to promote confidence, I know how small you must feel to be told you have alopecia. I actually got diagnosed with alopecia myself. Like during the pandemic, at first I cut all my hair off and I was like, you know, we're going to Maryland for 2 months. In 2 months, it'll be long enough to braid it down and get a wig. And like I went and it was growing back and I still had these little low spots in my hair. So I went to a dermatologist. She like told me, oh, you have alopecia. I'm like, anything you can do to reverse it, like whatever it takes. She's like, I can give you steroid shots in your head. I'm like, whatever it takes. You know, that was the most painful thing. Like when I got home, I was laying in the bed like a neuter puppy. Like literally. I was just laying, like asking, I'm like, I just want to order food. I didn't want to go anywhere. Like my head, there was like little blood spots in my head. Like,
oh my God.
It was what she was doing. I was, she's like, are you okay? And I'm just like, I don't know. Like my eyes are rolling. I'm just like, and she had
it's also hitting your nerves.
Yeah, it's not.
I think she annoying you. Or put you to sleep.
Right.
It all happened the same day. I went there for my, what's it called, my consultation, and then
you can't get numbed or nothing for that, or you?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I was just so desperate.
You strong.
Yeah, I was so desperate. And she's like, before you get in the car, just take a second, make sure you're straight. I'm like, yeah, okay. And I'm just sitting there like breathing heavy, like it just hurts so bad. But I'm like, I want my hair to come back. She ordered me some pills, but I told my hair to come back. I don't care. And I went to this natural hair specialist, and she's like, girl, you just don't have a hair regimen. I'm like, wait, what?
She said, what?
You just don't have a hair regimen. Like, you don't have any order on what you're doing with your hair. You don't have this is what you do. These are the process. You know how people have like a face routine? People have a hair routine.
Okay.
I didn't have a hair routine.
So that was really the only issue then?
Yeah.
Dang,
So
imagine
one
getting shots
alopecia?
in my head.
So apparently alopecia just means hair loss. So everybody got alopecia. You don't got edges, you got alopecia.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go to the dermatologist, they're gonna 9 times out of 10 they're gonna tell you.
You got a bald spot, you just got
retraction. They tell you, as black women, we wear those tight ponytails, we're wearing braids, we're wearing wigs. All those different things are gonna contribute to you having alopecia.
getting silk presses
But
and hot combs.
getting perms,
perms especially.
different colors in your hair.
Yeah.
I did the red, I did all the colors, I did all the fun, and I had all my fun. So it was like, but to be told you have alopecia, it's like it's gut wrenching. Like what? Because you hear alopecia, you think the word I'm about to be bald for the rest of my life. It's to just spread over my whole head. Oh my goodness. So that for me, I was trying to silently, fix everything. And when the lady told me that, she's like, oh, just keep coming with me for protein treatments. So I did protein treatments and then deep, what's it called, moisturizing treatments. And my hair came back.
Yep.
And I was like, oh. But when the girl cried to me on the phone about having alopecia and how this is such a quality wig, she's never had a quality wig with her alopecia, and now she's getting more. I cried with her because I know, like, you thought it was over. Yeah. You thought it was done. Like, you didn't think there was anything else coming back from this, and you can come back from this. And in the meantime, you can look like a human because the wigs they're giving them, they look like cancer patients. They look like alopecia patients. They look, you just don't look human. And you figure you're walking around like
they give synthetic wigs.
Yeah, these ugly wigs, and you don't look the same way you look like normally. If my hair is brown, you're in your black wig, I look ugly now.
Yeah, and black is not an appealing color on everybody.
Yeah, on everybody.
It's cosplayish.
It doesn't do everything. So it was like knowing, like, it was just like that. I'm like, God, this is what you want me to do? Like, you want me to help people who really need it instead of people who just want it for pretty things. And then with that being said, I can now get your insurance to pay for it. So now your insurance can pay me. You can charge me $2,200. Your insurance can pay me $2,200, and I'm not gonna get scammed. Because my thing was, I don't want to get scammed. Regardless of all of the banks that I can do to make sure I don't get scammed, I don't even want to have to do all that to smile in your face and know you might go home and scam me. Like, even when it was shipping, she's like, just provide your tracking. Make sure you keep with the tracking. Of course, your Shopify will do that, like, for you. But keep up with your shipping tracking number, and if it says delivered, then you're good on your part. But if for pickup, you have to have something to say that they were there. So I had a friend too, like, she sells clothing out here in Atlanta. She's like, well, in Bermuda too. She's really big. But she had somebody come up to her, buy the outfit online, and then was like, hey, I'm going out of town, I'm in Atlanta, can I just pick it up? Being kind. Yeah, you can come pick it up. Then the girl told her card, she never got it. And the card's like, well, she sent it for shipping, sent the tracking number. But she didn't send the tracking number because out of the kindness of her heart, she picked it up. So now you lose the product, you use the money.
Kind of like what you was going to do, like you said.
Exactly.
Damn.
So I guess that when you hit with the insurance, now everything's legit. Now you don't gotta come out of pocket. Maybe you have to pay a deductible. Like, but yeah, guys too. Guys have alopecia too. Like, now I'm trained. I know what to say to your insurance. I know questions to ask your insurance to make sure you're covered and how much you're covered for. Like, some people are covered for one wig. Some people are covered for $2,200 for the year. Some people are covered for $350 for the year. It just depends on what insurance you have to determine what you're covered for. So I was like, I prefer this. This makes me happier. I feel like I'm actually feeling my purpose. Like, this again. Like, I hate having to charge you $1,000 or $500 because you have alopecia.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, dang, I feel bad because I already know you feel bad. And for me to continue to push this confidence message, and then you're sitting here struggling like, oh, I can't afford it, and I'm broke, and I'm bald and broke. Like, you crying about it. It's like,
I've been there before, bald and broke. I'm just being real.
Please. So it's like, if you don't have to worry about that aspect, your confidence can go up and your hair looking better. And like, recently I met this trichologist in the Atlanta area, and she has a whole system where she helps you grow your hair back if you have alopecia. So it's not the end of the world. She had a lady who couldn't grow hair for 5 years.
Sheesh.
She said 5 months later, showed me a picture, girl had the bob now.
Damn, where's she at? I need her.
In Norcross.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but again, like, these are things people don't know. These are things that people don't know that are out there for them. So it's like, it's me trying to get my name out there. It's me trying to go to different expos, trying to show you, like, no, we're bigger than a pretty band. Like, we just went to the Women's Expo at Cobb Galleria, and I was like, well, I just want to get all the pretty brand stuff out of the way first. Like, put that up front, and then I'll let them know if they come to my table that we do medical. Wrong thing. Everybody there was selling hair. Everybody there was selling hair. So when you get to my table, you're like, oh, another hair table. And it's like, dang. So like, we have another event coming up December 4th, and I'm like, this time I'm promoting the free wigs. We're just gonna say free wigs, and then when they come and they inquire, we'll let them know it's about insurance, people with alopecia. But again, a lot of people have alopecia and don't know. Like I said, alopecia is just hair loss. That's it. So those girls who don't got edges, because they put glue on their wigs and then they snatch it off and they're snatching their edges.
You're not even supposed to do that.
You're not. But we do a lot of things not supposed to do.
So
we do 98 in the, what is that, 65?
Wow. Speaking to be 45, still doing 60. My bad. I ain't seen nobody on the road. I hit my high beams. Y'all see me
So we
coming.
do a lot of things we're not supposed to do. But again, if you go to a dermatologist is probably going to tell you you have alopecia. 9 out of 10 she's going to tell you you have alopecia. Once you get diagnosed and it's on record that you have alopecia, now you can come to me and I can get you a free wig and I can send you to the trichologist. In the meantime, while you have your free wig, she's going to help you get your hair back. But at the same time, you don't have to look stupid and ugly with these tacky wigs.
Oh, now then, before my hair grow back, I can go ahead and let the doctor then, because then I can get some extra insurance because I ain't got no hair on my head then.
Oh my God.
But they saying, well, like you said, hair loss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's hair loss.
Yeah, I got hair loss. Shit. Bad ass barber, fucked up my hairline. Lost my mind.
They'll put everything on most of the time. They said, but 9 out of 10. I don't want to say 100%.
No, I know, you just give me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to definitely go out there and holler at them for. So, like, that explains, like, when you be doing a lot of, as we would say, non-profit events, like when you was doing the breast cancer awareness, you doing the kickball games and like things like that. So like when you doing things like that, and like you were just saying, you know, when you help people that's actually going through real life situations, how does, even though you basically answered it, but I wanted you to answer in another way in the sense of like, how does it make you feel as the individual knowing that at one point you were just a regular old high school person, not person, but you know, high school girl just having fun, and now you're actually being a difference maker and making people days went from shitty to their best life now.
I feel amazing. I feel like it's my God-given gift to do that. Like even from, you know me from high school. Like I've always been this happy-go-lucky person. I'm motivating everybody. Until I got in that car accident, that was the only time I ever felt ugly. Like I felt so ugly when I got in my car accident. I remember I was like, I messed up my nose, and you were just like, well, you're still pretty. I'm like, I would have rather died than have this scar on my nose.
Yeah, you did.
But yeah, because I was, and then after I didn't settle that stuff until you told me, and I was like, oh yeah, that was wilding. Like I was really wilding. Like yeah, but I was really cocky back then. I was really on my real full-blown Nicki Minaj back then. I was very conceited. I wasn't talking to people, but I was just like, it's me. I'm the best. You can't ever say nothing to me. Like me, not you. Like that's
no facts.
But that's what it is. That's who I was though. So again, having to pull myself up from even that, and having to become that confident person again. And then when I got to college, you know, there's moments where people want to tear you down because you're always smiling. People find that offensive. People are mad that you're always happy.
Because they can't do it.
They're mad that you come to the room and you're like, hey, and everybody loves you. Like, hey, girl, oh, I like those shoes. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not saying that to make myself feel better. I genuinely like your shoes. If I don't have nothing nice to say about you, I won't say nothing nice about you. But I'm gonna be nice to you. I'm just gonna have nothing nice to say about you. Once I get to know you, oh, you have a great personality. Whatever I can find, that's nice. But I'm not just looking. It's just my inclination is to do it. Like I was in West End the other day and I was walking to the mangoes. And I'm like telling the girl, oh girl, you gotta go. And I'm like, wait, Chrishel, you cannot be talking to strangers like this. You cannot just be nice to everybody. You are not at home. You cannot just be like, oh girl, because people are gonna try to rob you out here. The girl was like, she looked me up and down like, ew, don't talk to me. I'm like, you right. Let me act like I know where I'm at. Let me just mind my business, keep walking. But it's like literally like natural for me to try to motivate somebody, be nice to somebody. Like it's just who I am. We went to my birthday, we went on a cruise, and I'm over there telling people to take pictures. I saw this girl taking a picture of her friend, and I can tell she's getting a bad angle just from how she's holding the phone. And I'm like, let me do it. I got it. I took the pictures for him, and he's like, yo, oh my God, can you send those to me? Thank you so much. These are the best pictures. A lot of people from the cruise still telling me those are the best pictures I got the whole cruise. I want you to go home and feel good about yourself.
Good. Oh, your trip.
Yeah, like you know, it's like exactly. I want you to have good memories. Not like, oh, my hair was messed up. That was bad.
That's a blurry
I
picture.
look fat on that angle. That's my bad side. Like,
Jesus.
no, I'm just saying, like you know, people got their angles. Like,
I'm telling for her, turn the damn camera around, man. I look like a damn toy figure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's moments. Like I'm at the point in my life where I just feel like I don't have a bad angle. Like I'm like whatever, take it from the front, back side, you know.
Okay, and
anything. I don't think I have a bad side. I just feel like I'm good. This is the confidence that I have. Like you're gonna see me because I would have like, oh, I don't want to wear blonde hair. I'm gonna look ugly with this hair. I'm gonna look ugly with this hair. And people, I would still post it as if I have nothing else to post, and then I would get all this love. And I'm like, oh wait, so y'all like everything?
And you thought they were gonna talk shit. You thought they were gonna talk shit.
Yeah. Nah, you like everything? Well, shit.
Even like that back in high school when I got my car accident, like, and I had this scar on my nose. Like I said, I was hiding in the bathroom. Like I was like, that's how insecure I was. Like I don't want you to see me. For lunch, I would hide in the bathroom. I would go to my classes, my head down. Like that's not even who I am. To go in the class with my head down and I'm hiding, and then to find out like 2 weeks later there was glass in my nose.
Oh God.
They had pushed it into like my what's the little bone in your nose?
Cartilage.
Yeah, they pushed it into that.
Oh.
And they were like, they didn't realize that my face was just open. They were closing up all the openings, and I told them like it hurts. Like it's supposed to hurt. I'm like, you're right. So I just took it. I had tears coming out my eyes. Just took it, and let them push it in, and then they closed it up. But then it grew out because it was glass. So it grew out.
The glass had to come out.
You know, I was getting ready for church. I'm like, Mommy, there's glass in here. Look at this. And I clean my nose, and you can see the glass like so prominently.
Oh
she was
my
like, so we went
God.
to urgent care, and they took it out, but now I have to wear a Band-Aid across my face for 2 weeks.
And she hated it.
What? Because now it's like, oh, you're the girl. What happened to you? You got in a fight? You know, what happened to you? And it's just like, oh, I already felt insecure. Now I'm like even more insecure. And then shout out to Kyler and what's the one? He's like a little short boy. I forgot his name.
I know you're talking about, I can't think of his name. Because when you said that name, it kind
Tyler, I think it was Tyler.
Tyler, wasn't it?
Yeah, they always say Tyler, yeah. And they had the whole school wear Band-Aids. They had Blues Clues Band-Aids. They had Dora the Explorer, like all the fun Band-Aids to make it fun. And I remember I was late to class and they had to go sign a thing because you're late to class. You have to go to that line for people who are late. And they were like, why were the kids wearing Band-Aids? Like, right? I'm like, oh, I got in a car accident and then I had to wear a Band-Aid, and then like everybody supported me by wearing a Band-Aid as well. And they were like, oh wow, like you know, we're not gonna write your name on the list as being late. We're just gonna give you a pass and get back to class. And I'm just like, oh, thank you. Like everybody was like overly nice to me. But you know, it's the seeds that you plant in the beginning. Like me being nice to everybody before the car accident made people like, now it's like, okay, now it's your turn. And you're going through it and you feel this way. Like I started eating with my people. I started eating at the table with like Stilo and Kyler, and then I started eating with them. I'm like, I'm re-identifying myself with people who don't know that I used to be so beautiful. So I'm not gonna sit with my friends. I was like avoiding my friends. I'm like, I'm just ugly now. I'm so ugly. I don't want to go to school. And I was actually dating Kern at that same time too. So I remember telling like Kern came to my house and his parents came to my house, his family, and I was like, oh, we could just break up. You deserve a pretty girlfriend. And he was like, no, you're beautiful. I'm like, no, you deserve a pretty girlfriend. Like, I don't want to be with you. I don't want you to have an ugly girlfriend. I don't want to be the ugly girlfriend for you. And he was just trying to remind me that I'm beautiful and how much he still loves me. And I was like crying. I was like, I'm just ugly. Like, I just wish I died. Like, again, but that confidence level was gone. So like, I had somebody like me talking to me. But again, like I said, I planted that seed. So everybody was regurgitating the niceness that I gave them. But because, you know, your head is stronger than anybody can tell you. Like, my mind was still like, I'm ugly. They just be nice because they feel bad. Like, I don't care what they're saying. So I said, when I got to what I want my business to be about and what I want to do, I want to make people feel beautiful all the time. I want you to feel amazing all the time. Not even just beautiful. Like, it's more than beauty to be confident. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to feel great. I want you to work out. I want to encourage you to have a whole workout page now. Like, I mean, you see sometimes on football.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I got jealous.
Because I have all these pages. Because I'm like, these all go into something else. Like, you work out, you feel good, you look good. Like, during the pandemic, I went through a moment where I just felt like, because I was in the house, we were traveling, my husband's a travel nurse. No, and he only has, it's a COVID hospital, only COVID patients. People would not want to hang out with me because my husband's a COVID nurse. You know, it's new. People are like, nah, you probably got COVID on you. You probably got, you know, COVID, you probably a carrier. So I was like, my friend was like, I'm going to pick you up, take you to the airport. She's like, oh yeah, I told my girlfriend. And she was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't pick you up because your husband is a COVID nurse. And I'm like, dang. So I can call you an Uber, but I'm like, I feel like a germ. But I'm in the house all day.
But at the same time, and I don't mean to cut y'all, but he's saving the folks that got the situation. So how you gonna be mad at me because I'm with the superhero?
But yeah, but if he's a superhero and he's in COVID all day, he comes back home, then I got COVID, you know, so I can have.
But apparently if his ass go every goddamn day, he must be A1 like the steak sauce. So that means I'm A1 like the steak sauce. So why the fuck y'all hating on me?
And
you just mad because your nigga at work and he can't figure out if he got it or not, and he ain't got no damn insurance, and that's why we can't go to your business to get goddamn checked out.
You offended? You already.
I felt some type of way about
I
that.
felt way too. I was like, dang, like I get it, but dang. And in Maryland, like it was a lot more strict. Like Maryland just started opening up like June of last year. Where when we came to Atlanta and I had forgot my mask in the car and Kern came pick me up, he's like, how'd you get around without a mask? I'm like, nobody even asked me. And nobody else had a mask. Nobody even cared.
Yeah,
but in Maryland, you can't go anywhere without a mask.
Maryland was
they won't even service you
story.
without a mask. They will, from the security guards will let you in without a mask.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, down here, I think like what after the first 6 months, everybody was just like back to normal. And
like Florida, they did the 2 weeks and that was it.
Oh, Florida, listen. Florida definitely did not give a damn.
My best friend in Florida came and visited me and he's like, so y'all gotta wear a mask? Is it just like to get in the door? Like, I'm like, you gotta wear the mask. Like,
It's just for the first part.
Just the entryway.
Just the entryway,
He
right?
was like, so you gotta wear a mask here too? Like, yes, everywhere you go. We wear a mask in the gym, can't really breathe.
Yeah,
That's what I
I
didn't
hate
get
that
when
shit.
it came to COVID. I'm like, okay.
I got answers.
So this shit is hot as hell.
Yep.
You want us to wear this mask
in the gym.
in the gym
While I'm sweating.
while I'm sweating.
And I'm already having a hard time breathing.
Hold on, but it's even better. That while the liquor store is open, but churches can't come together and have church and talk about Jesus.
Yeah,
That's
that was a whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Message.
People, pastors getting arrested for having church in the cars, but you got the abortion centers and the liquor stores open, and you gotta wear a mask.
And you
while
go to
it's
the bar.
hot and I
And you
can't
go to
breathe.
the bar too.
Yeah.
And
And strip
bar,
club. And strip club.
All of that's going perfectly fine, but we can't have church.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how they hit us with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how they hit us.
Just show you like America's priorities. Like just showing you.
No,
Nah,
when they literally said that liquor stores are still open and abortions are still open on Sundays, but they catch you having church, you can be in the parking lot, not around nobody, in your car, only pastor standing outside, still get arrested, get fined. Excuse me?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Violation.
That's crazy.
COVID-19.
Like my mom and dad actually, well, my mom wants to put me out for 3 days because I went to the studio.
Yeah,
They
mine.
just came out.
People's parents were like, you can't come back home.
Yeah, mine told
I'm
me
like,
that too. I can't
you
come
do
over.
realize if I'm out here with, it broke my heart
Get
though.
that. I said
Yeah.
I came from Yoga JJ and his nutsacks. What's the problem?
It's right. That's what I'm saying. It broke.
Right.
But what's his name? Fauci. Where is hate him. But you know what I'm saying? Him, the doc, whatever his name is, irrelevant. But he
Unvalid names.
Unvalid, unknown.
I know faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know faces, I know stories. But
he literally said, but it's like recently, he literally got up there and said, you should definitely make sure that you and your family, more so your family members, get tested before they come to your house for the holidays. Excuse me?
But I went to a wedding recently, and the bride had everybody before you even come to my wedding. You have to test before you come to the bridal shower. You have to test before you walk in my house with the test. But everybody's from Maryland, so I'm saying like.
Oh, it's different.
This is what This is the same month, November. It was in November.
This year?
Yes.
Shit fire.
I'm telling you, like Maryland, the people are still like you can't come in without a mask. It's still a thing.
Yeah.
Some places are a little more lighter, but like they're kind of like how you guys were after the first 2 weeks.
You gotta think about it. It's in the political city. It's where the White House and the government, the Capitol, the Supreme Court.
Their whole mindset is different than being in Georgia. Like I get it because I lived there and I experienced it. So like when they're like, oh yeah, girl, this one whole family did not come to the wedding because they didn't want to test, and they lived in Georgia. They're like, I'm not testing to come to this wedding.
Yeah, because
Maryland, but I get it.
They got this. They're like the example.
Yeah.
Of everybody else because
they're like, I don't know what's wrong with that. Like they don't even have a mask on. Ew. And it's just like. I get both sides because I live in Georgia. I understood how Georgia people think, but I live in Maryland, so I understood.
You understand both sides.
Yeah.
That's how.
So let me ask this then, like going forward, like cause you know I ain't even gonna hold you. Normally we do that last question type deal, and it be over the top. But we've been very very educational and learning a lot. I know I have been learning.
Yeah.
You know
I'm about to ask you to help me with my business because you teach me.
You know what I'm saying?
When I take this class, the trichologist she'll teach me how to do it for men because like I don't want to leave you guys out, but I started it for females.
Oh, for sure. You know, the queen's got to get taken care of first. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be here.
It's gonna trickle over because females even the bonnets like guys are wearing. Girls will send me pictures of their men wearing their bonnets.
Yeah.
And they're like, can you make one for men? I'm like, it's the same thing though. Like I don't know the difference. I had one guy, him and his girl both have dresses, and they both bought the same bonnets.
Oh,
and I started making do-rags for guys, but I'm like, matching ones that match the girl's bonnets, you can have it his and her situation.
Oh, she definitely need that because she the do-rag queen.
I show him.
It was cute. We had a pink one, we had a blue one, like, yeah, it was
See.
Yeah,
So
over there.
let me know, you know what I'm saying? I'll rock it, you know what I'm saying?
Lashes in it.
Ooh, you do lashes?
No, but I'm just saying, like, you should do give back. I have like lashes in the bundle with the hair.
Oh, got it.
With the bonnet.
Yeah, I don't need no lashes, you know what I'm saying?
You sure?
Leave that off my order.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm just party up. But nah, I was gonna ask, like, because you basically already, gave the advice to, the young women out there and those aspiring that, that haven't had the confidence to speak on what they want to do, but hearing your story and, how you was able to overcome the obstacles that you faced from high school all the way to now. I'm pretty sure you answered their questions when it came to that. So I guess the biggest question for you.
You can still ask whatever the question is.
Oh, no, I got one better.
Oh, okay, let's go.
You know what I'm saying? If you could talk to the 5 years in advance you, what do you believe that conversation would be like with the success you've already had at this point?
I think she'd be like, I told you. I told you. Because I get to, even, like I said, like, I'll see things going up, but it's still like, I'm never like, God, are you sure this is what you want? Like, reminding myself that this is God. Like, God's not going to embarrass me. God's not going to let me down. Like, when it was me, it's like, am I going to make a sale today? Am I not going to make a sale? And at the same time, that whole time, that was God, too. Like, every sale was God. But it's just like, when I put the confidence in God, it's like, I know it's going to go how it's supposed to go, how He wants to go. Not how I want it to go, but how He wants it to go. But 5 years for me is going to be 5-year Chrishel from 5 years, in 5 years, how I say this? Future.
In 5 years.
Yeah. 5 years in the future version of me, like, she's going to be like, wow, I told you, all you had to do was just trust God. Like, all I told you to put everything into God, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Like, happier than you were 5 years before. Like, encouraging way more women than you were 5 years ago. Like, I just see myself in bigger audiences. This is my first time speaking on my business in a platform like this. I speak about it when I'm in a room with other people, like my friends or something like that, but like to be in a platform, to be in bigger platforms, be in more platforms, like be on the TV screen explaining like, yo, this is...
Well, you might have your own show.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Your own demonstration show.
I also learned recently that I don't have to do everything, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be my everything for everything. And like, you know, like doing it all by yourself. It's like, I gotta be my promotion team. I gotta be the face of my brand. I gotta be the one doing the work behind the scenes. I gotta set up the appointments. I gotta find the venue.
And you gotta be your counselor for yourself when things don't go right.
But I got a counselor.
That part.
I do have a counselor. I don't know if I can make it do without my counselor, because I've been needing her like therapy wisdom. Like when I go through things, I'm like, okay, I can't wait. Wednesday, every day, Wednesday at 2 o'clock. Like, okay, what are we talking about today? Let me tell you what happened. And she's always surprised. So I'm always surprised you can do it in 7 days. 7 days, every 7 days you're a different person. You have a new story, a new straw. I'm like, I know. But anyway, so girl, I know something's never work again, but I got a whole new job. Like, I know I love my job, but I just quit this morning. Like, you know, it's like, it's literally something else. Like, yeah, I had to go to this talk show. I had to go here. She's just always like, what? Like, you know, she's basically talking through like my thought process and my steps and like making sure this still aligns. And she'll ask if it is aligned. Does that make sense? So what were you thinking when you did it? Like, 'cause sometimes I'll sit there, I'm like, well, they were talking about me because I'm probably really bad at it. And it's like, do you think you're bad at it? Like, no, I think I'm good, but they're talking about me, so I'm probably bad. And she's like, well, if you think you're good, then now what's your thought process? I'm like, oh, I'm good, they just don't know. She's like, exactly. Like, she helps me with my thought process. She helps me with my thinking. And with my business going on, there's a lot of self-doubt when your business doesn't do what you want it to do. So I'll talk to her and she'll like, okay, well, did you try this? Maybe next time try this. Maybe you should do this. I'm like, okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, great. Or I can actually do it like this. And then she's like, okay, well, whatever works best for you. And it's like, oh, she's not telling me what to do. She's more so guiding me in the direction that makes sense to me. Like helping me open my eyes to parts of the conversation I didn't think about or parts of the situation that I wouldn't have thought about. So yeah, I encourage everybody to get a therapist if you can afford it, if your insurance covers it. Like it's just so necessary.
Yeah, she sounds lit. I need if you book
and
those
she's black.
Wednesdays.
So I like that too.
I'm about to say we gotta talk
Yeah.
about too.
Yeah, like how I pick my day.
Auntie, I gotta tell you something.
I got some macaroni and cheese for you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I met her during the pandemic too. Like I was praying about like God, I need somebody to talk to. Cause again, I'm in the house by myself. My husband's at work for 12 plus hours. I'm in the house by myself. All my family's here in Georgia. Like nobody wants to see me because it's pandemic. I'm not supposed to be outside. I can't do anything. I'm in this house all day, every day. I'm working out in the living room. Like, what is this? You know, it's like I need to, you know, the person that I am. I need people. I need energies. I need to be outside.
Yeah.
So it's like it was a lot. I'm like, I need somebody to talk to. Somebody who's gonna listen to me and not like, you know, not care. Somebody who doesn't know me, a unbiased party. I just need to meet new people. So I said this, and 2 days later, my therapist followed me on Instagram. And she was giving out free sessions for COVID because a lot of people were going through depression during COVID. A lot of people were getting divorces during COVID, and all the different things. Everything bad was happening during COVID. And I spoke with her. She's the same religion as me. She's black. She's married. I didn't even ask about that. I just wanted them to be black. Yeah, I just wanted somebody to talk to. I wanted them to be black. So the fact that she checked all the boxes, it's like now when I explain having a husband, she understands what that means. Like, some people are like, oh girl, you can still do that. I'm like, well, I have a husband. Girl, you can still do it. It's like, you don't understand. Like, it's not the same. I can't go to this restaurant with you and get sugar daddies, even though I have a husband at home. It's just not, it doesn't align with what we have going on. But she understands that. Like, maybe you have to tell them like this, or explain it to them this way, like, you know, things like that. With my religion, like, oh, I can't do this, you know, like I told you, I can't do the podcast till 5:30 in the sunset. So it's like, until the sunset, I had a job and I was working until 5:30 every day, but in Maryland, the sunset at 4:30. So I was just like, I feel bad working that last hour on Friday. And she was just like, you gotta tell them. The worst they can do is fire you, and then that's not the job for you. God wouldn't put you in a place to disrespect him. And I'm just like, dang. And I worked that the first day I had it, I worked it, and during the Sabbath, and then on Monday everything was erased that I did, and I had to do it all over again anyway on Monday. So I was like, okay, God, sorry, I'm not gonna do it again. I told my boss, and she was like, oh, that's fine, you can just get off early. No back and forth, no conversation. I was just like, oh, that was too easy. But again, I was in my head about it. I was gonna try to figure out to leave my computer on for the hour and not work, just so I can fulfill both parties. And my therapist like, put your foot down, stay with your chest, and whatever comes from that, comes from that. And I'm just like, dang. Like, you know, she just makes it so black and white. She makes everything so black and white. When we add all these colors, she just like, it's this simple. If it's not for you, it's not for you. So, yeah, I think that's a really big thing. I think anybody struggling with confidence, and they should try like affirmations. I do affirmations. I listen to songs that have affirmations. Like when I went through I don't know what to do with my business, or I get these random inconfident moments. Again, judge your mama, don't judge me. I'll listen to my Nicki Minaj songs, like my old Nicki Minaj, where she's like, you know, she said, one of my favorite ones, she's like, if you was in the second grade and you would tease me, you see, you still a little snotty nose hood rat. She's talking about like people who talk about you. It's like, you're still insecure. Your mom, I love you too. I wish your mother would have hugged you too. I wish your mom would have showed you love. You're still coming at me and try to tear me down because you didn't get the love that you got when you were younger. And it's like, you have to realize that two people are talking about you and it's not about you. It's their pain. It's never about you. Yeah. They're calling you broke. It was never about you. They're calling you ugly. They're telling you, oh, you're cocky. It was never about you. They don't want to call you a queen. It was never about you. Like, don't be mad I'm calling myself a queen. Ask yourself why you don't want to call yourself a queen. Ask yourself why it's so hard to call somebody else a queen. What's wrong with you? Right. Why you can't, oh, hey, gorgeous. Why is that a problem? You know, people just have so much other issues within themselves and they're trying to put them on you. Adults too.
Yeah,
for real.
And it's those people that you look up to. So you're like, no, she's not trying to hurt me, and it's just like, girl, you can't get that. That's not realistic. And it's like, it's not realistic for you. It's not realistic in the 70s.
Say that.
It's 2022.
Say that.
People are starting things. I have a vending machine. I'm still trying to look for a location, but I sell hair in my vending machine. I'm looking for a location.
Smart.
And it's like, that sounds ridiculous. My therapist is like, I never heard of that. That's a thing. You can do that. And
Yeah, I was just say that same thing.
The one in mind, the white guy too cool as shit. He sells lashes. And them Jones is cute. I bought 2 pairs.
Wait, where is it?
My apartment complex.
In your apartment complex, he has lashes?
Like in the vending machine, like the one that's in like the first floor is bonnets, do-rags,
Oh yeah, let's talk.
tampons. I got you. Because I'm going to need your help with my
Yeah, I
shit.
need location.
I do have a question too though, like, because I'm kind of in that same process when it comes to God too. Like, because I know I want my business to give back because mine's going to be focused strictly on helping independent artists and small businesses because I feel like it's not enough businesses out there that's geared strictly towards that in an affordable, reasonable way. And then even
everybody wants to make money now. People aren't about helping anymore.
yeah, and I'm putting brand and arts development in mind because arts development is gone now. And labels who got multi-million. No, I'm putting that in mind because as an independent artist myself, I know how that feels. Yeah, I'm gonna charge myself, but it's not gonna be no busting heads. And if you're a brand and you use us, we're more so gonna partner with you. So whatever money you make from an event that you have as like say partner with, we ain't gonna make that money because you already paid for the service.
Yeah.
So whatever you make from this event, we just there to support you. I'm not taking shit from you.
We're team you at that
Right?
point.
No, really,
No,
seriously.
really.
And I want my because when you were saying like when God says, "How does this get back to me?" Because at the end of the day, the talents that God give you is for Him. It ain't for you. Because even the word says, "Don't be a hoarder or a gambler of your blessings."
Exactly.
You're supposed to give it. Like the man who had that one, he gave you one talent. You got one job. You mean to come back and tell me you ain't did shit?
Nothing? I'm gonna take it away.
Right.
I'm gonna give it to somebody else.
Right, and I don't know you after that. Matter of fact, I'm like, who are you? Like, why are you here? Yeah, I made you, but who are you again?
Nah,
You don't want that.
You don't want to sing anywhere.
Right.
You're embarrassed to sing
You don't.
with this voice?
Right. You don't want to ever feel like that when you get back to heaven. It's your time, and God be like, I never knew you. That's a harsh thing to feel. And when you're saying that, like, it's 2 things you said. The process of trusting Him. I'm in that process now because, like, I done did my overhead costs today. Listen, who got 40 grand, Jesus?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, really.
Woo! But you know what? I'm
gonna
going to a
make it
business expo first. We're going to find them, though.
for sure.
But how did you get to that point where you just say, all right, guys, you know it's right there? Because we get to that point where we always say that, but then we do it, and it's that one little moment, like, how am I supposed to do it? Okay, now I got to figure this out. God be like, what you figuring out?
Didn't I tell you I was gonna do that?
Right.
But it's more so taking the step. So like God will tell me like, okay, like with the Women's Expo, I went in 2019 before the pandemic, and I was like, oh, one day I want to be a vendor here one day. It seems cool. And then they called me, and I'm just like, it's probably a scam. Like, it's how much? I'm not paying for that. And God's like, you think I have them call you? They sent an email, and then it popped. They had a reminder email like, hey. So it's like, but you can feel it in your heart. Like, you know God's voice. You're talking to God. You know His voice. You know He's telling you to take the next step, take that step. And you're like, no, I have a job. I can't go. You better tell your job you're gonna take off.
And that's
You
how
know
I
what?
feel.
You just gave me.
No,
She just gave me the affirmation for my own shit I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a call, and I can't really speak too much on it, but I got a call to be put in a better position. In my head, I was like, damn, how I'm gonna balance that with the job I already got. And I already, you know what I'm saying, I really need the job for the money.
Exactly.
But then it dawned in my head, like you just said, you think I put you in position with this right here, and for this to happen and this to happen, for you to turn it down?
Yeah, because you got.
And I did turn it down, of course, I accepted it. But then in the back of my mind, I'm like, shit, I still got this over here. I gotta make a sacrifice, but it's just like you just said, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like,
when you take step 1, then it's like step 2, then it's like it gets easier. It's like a muscle. When you flex it at first, you go to the gym, you're sore, and then like 2 months later, you just lifting the weights because what you do. Like it's hard at first. Like the self-doubt that like imposter syndrome happens, and you're just like, I'm not good enough for this. Nah, I'm not. I'm gonna embarrass myself there. Like even when I did the expo, I didn't promote the way I was supposed to promote it. I'm like, but God, like, what if nobody comes? Like, what if it's stupid? I didn't, promote it. I didn't. I promoted like the week of, and the day before. So he's like, oh, I wish I would have known. I would have come. Like so many people who I wish I would have known. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's my fault. My friend was like, why didn't you promote it? I'm like, I don't know, because I'm hard-headed and like I don't always listen to God. So I'm not gonna say I always listen to God.
Yeah, that's
like I'm a human being. Like I have my shortcomings. Like I did the part of signing up and going. Instead, two of my friends did actually end up coming. and I saw people that I knew when I was there. So it's like, dang, like, had I actually said this louder and harder, it would have been more people.
But you know what? It's just like I told her though, and I told you before, it comes with practice.
Yeah. I feel like it's a muscle. Like once you keep flexing it, then it becomes second nature. Like I can't even do this event without telling people about it. Like I can't even move without talking about it.
I'm in that position with so I'm in that position with right now. Like I'm about to start working at Ross part time, but it's in the evenings. In my head, I'm like, all right, bet I can still go to church. I can still go to choir practice. I can take off Monday and Thursday because that's coalition on Monday. You know, radio on Thursday. I can still do morning prayer. So okay, cool. It worked out because I left my security job because I was working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 12 hours and 6 on Mondays, and over time after a while I started feeling in my spirit. I said I don't want to be here no more, and it wasn't even, I was there for like 5 months and took an extra month to think about leaving because I'm like, all right God, but then I'm gonna be only relying on Amazon Flex and that ain't much. So it's just like, but I can't do this no more, so I had to but to leave that job. And for a whole month until before Ross came about, but now Ross in the picture and it's evenings. I'm like, all right, cool. But now with coalition and anything else pop up, most shit is in the evening. Yep. So now I'm just like, all right, God, I'm confused because I know I need the paycheck, but if a lot of the majority of anything entertainment is in the evenings. Yeah. So it's just like, now what? Like I'm in that position right now.
But you gotta look at it too, like when he come through to kick that door down, he kicking it down for a reason because he don't open many other doors on the other side.
And that's what I'm also remembering that at the end of the day, we're always gonna be okay. Yeah. That's like the hardest part because you're like, nah, if I do this, I'm gonna lose my job. Like how you have the bigger position. Like at the end of the day, I'm gonna lose my job and they might fire me off this and this might happen. It's like, okay, you're gonna lose your job and then what? You'll get another one.
Exactly.
What I put in place is gonna take off. Like whatever I have going for you. So again, like with the Ross thing, tell me your availability. You gotta switch up. You know, whatever it is. Maybe you'll get another job that fits better with your availability. Like, but what you're supposed to be doing needs to be getting done. Because in 5 years, you're gonna look at yourself like, I really let Ross take over my life. I could have did this and I could have did that.
Because that's what I'm thinking.
That's how I feel about that shit. You know, I was there for 3.5 years on the weekends. A lot of opportunity. 5 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And that's what I'm saying.
When you quit and you're just like, wait, what?
Yeah, like
exactly.
I took a weekend.
Right.
This what the weekend feel
like. Because like Wednesday, Coalition got an event with QC and it's 6 to 9. My shift is at 5 to midnight. So I'm like,
well, guess what? That's where you got me at. I got work excuses. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, and then Rich Soul, shout out to Rich Soul. Cash, one of the members passed away, and they're doing a performance for him on the 2nd, since the release party.
Okay.
Because he passed away like almost a week or two after that, and it's their first time performing together since. And they just had his homegoing church and all that stuff. They sent me an invitation earlier today, and I liked it.
All these things.
On the 2nd, in
gotta,
the evening.
But you gotta look at it like this. Look at how the listening party went and how we met.
Yeah.
Now look where we at.
And that's why I'm like, okay, guys. And then when you were saying about like, you kind of alluded to like, saying that, oh, I didn't know it could be done or how's it be done. People thinking that there's no way or something. Or like I have that moment with my dad often. Like when I have to come to them about like getting some financial help and stuff like that, like if I need something to pay for and stuff, that account might be depleted. All right, cool.
You'll get the money back.
All right, sevenfold.
It's not Chris, you just said that?
No,
even if you overdraft your account $1,000, the worst thing to do is close your account, then you'll just pay them back as you get it or as you
right, and that's where I'm at.
I got too comfortable.
And he's told me like to have a plan B in case it don't work out. Or like get an office job. Don't settle for Ross, but I'm still settling for something I don't want to do, which is 9 to 5 in general. What's the difference? Then it's just like,
and 9 to 5 are more demanding because that's 40 hours, and then you got pizza
30 or 40, yeah. And that's why you know, I went to my own board and stuff, and I did feel good for still at least going because I didn't want to be that black person. But I'm still kind of like, okay, Tuesday's around the corner. And me doing evenings is just like, unless something starts at like 10 p.m., all right, cool. I get off. But by the time I get off, I'm tired. I'm probably going to go. I get off I'll be gone at midnight. I got to rush home and get ready. That shit going to be done.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, so now that's why I'm like, That's why I'm like, I'm
You
definitely.
can find a coworker to swap with, like shift with. Like maybe it's a day that you're not working in the daytime, you can swap them for your night for your day. Like
Probably
you don't
if they
lose
let
time.
me, yeah. But it's
I don't think that they just care about it being covered.
right.
Yep.
They don't really care about you being there. They just want the shift covered. So again, if you call out, then that's when it looks bad because now we don't have anybody to cover this. But if you get somebody to cover it or let them know in advance so they have time, like today was Saturday, let them know now so they can get somebody to cover it on Tuesday. At least they know that there's nobody to be able to take this on Tuesday. She just can't. You know, I hate that we have to give reasons for our excuses. Like
Exactly. You should just be able to just say,
I'm just not coming because I can't. Like, what's it? It's like an Instagram sound. It's like, I don't see. I can't see. Like, you can't see. I can't see myself coming in today.
LOL. Prepare the others.
Yeah.
PTO.
But no, really. But like, I don't. You know, you don't want to. If you want to have this as your stability for right now, again, you want to do what's right. Like, God doesn't want you to go in there and just, okay, I'm not going to work today and just not coming, not showing up and calling out. That's not God's structure. But letting them know from now, like, hey, on Tuesday I have something coming up and I can't come in. They're gonna figure it out. That's a job for postman. They're gonna figure it out. If you have to call other people at your job and see if you can switch a shift, or they can just take over your shift, they're gonna figure it out. But God's gonna handle the rest on the back end. But you have to do the first step.
The right thing.
You can't be scared because it's gonna be Tuesday morning. Like, your shift out at 5 and you call them at 5. Okay, I can't come in. Now they SOL. Now they're mad.
Yeah.
You told them enough in advance. They probably still have something to say, but you told them enough in advance so they could prepare. So just giving them that kind of time. Like, say with my job, like I'll do that. Like I'm like, oh yeah, if I gotta call it bereavement, if I gotta call it jury duty.
Okay.
Nah, for real.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll find
I'm not gonna
whatever we gonna find,
Yeah,
and we gonna
be
use
there.
that. Cause it's on Wednesday, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to consistently keep coming out for them, cause it's like I'm their interviewer.
But you
Like,
letting them know, like, hey, in 2 Wednesdays I can't come, or the next Wednesday I can't, so you can like basically compromise on both sides. So like letting your job know, hey, I'm not gonna be here this Wednesday because you didn't let that they're more important. The people that you're coming out for are more important. So I'm gonna come to that. But letting them know, like, hey, next Wednesday I'm not gonna be able to make it. So you can show up for Ross, and then eventually you can just tell Ross I can't do Wednesdays, like whatever that day is that you're always out. But it's the again like. God wants us to move with structure though. Like He doesn't want you to be out here trying to last minute tell people stuff and then be sloppy with it. Like people can tell you're a Christian by how you move. People can tell that you believe in God by how you move. It's like, no, she's really honest with us. We trust her. We know how she operates. Like we know she's gonna tell us in advance that she can't come in. She may not come in, but she's gonna let us know enough to get it covered.
Right.
But if you're coming in sloppy, like we gotta let her go. She's sloppy with it. Like she's disgusted. She's letting us know an hour before. She let us know the morning before. Like granted, they'll still be mad that you're calling out all the time, but at least they know you're gonna call out with enough time for them to figure it out.
Right.
And for you, like if I wasn't coming to this and I told you at 9 o'clock I'm not gonna come, 9 p.m. and not coming, you're like, Chrishel's ghetto. But if I told you last week, hey, yeah, I know you never ghetto, so
I was about to say, but I know you, so I went in looking,
Yeah,
I was like,
like-
damn, there must have been something going on. Hope everything got right. That's how I would have responded back.
Yeah,
but
but-
in the average moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But still, you want to know in advance so you could give this slot to somebody else. Like
Yeah.
now, I just left. Now it's like I could have had somebody else in that slot. I could have done something else with that time. Like I was sitting here waiting for you. I could have used it some other way. But being, communication. Even I'm like, you said you're here at 5:15. My GPS say at 5:25. I'm 4 minutes away. I'm 10 minutes, and I'm counting down. So you're like, okay, at least I know she's still coming. I'm not like, it's 5:20. Where is she? It's 5:25. Where is she? Eventually, you're not gonna be that strict with time. But in the same breath, it's like. Just how she moves. Like I need to communication. Like people want to give you a brand. Somebody wants to give you a brand deal, and I'm giving you my hat. Let me know it arrived. Let me know you're gonna make a video next week. Let me know you're not gonna post for 3 weeks. Let me know. Communicate with me, because I'm sitting here like, did she get it? Is that delivered?
So now I gotta call Ross and be like, so Wednesday, can I work during the day? Because there's something in the evening.
Yeah.
No?
I mean,
Well, then I might not be able to come in on the evening when
That-
people would have said Wednesday, just Wednesday at least, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Because the second, theirs is like around like 9, 10. You know,
Okay,
I might just go right after work, to be honest.
Yeah.
I can wear regular clothes. Like, I'm just there to support. But, like, yeah, Wednesday, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I even asked my dad, I said, okay, but dad, like, he said, are you sure you know it's God? Because, sometimes you gotta be careful. But I'm like, dad, I'm just like, but at the end of the day, I'm going to know. Because of how it either, like, the way Coalition came up was because of him.
And how you know God's voice because you talk to God.
Exactly.
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 You don't even want the devil to snake. You can switch it up, but you know God's voice because you talk to God. I do worship at my house on Friday night, and sometimes I have these like random activities. And we did like this activity where like you have partners and you have to like walk from here to here. Of course, you see what it looks like. You know what you got to walk through. And like when the activity started, I put like boxes and toys in front of everybody's way. But they had to cover your eyes, so you don't know these things are there. But you have to listen to the person telling you where you're going.
Yep.
But we switched partners. So like this person is telling you what you're doing, but they're not covering your eyes. So like, but they like walk straight, jump, take a step, walk to the right, move to the left, you know, things like that. So you're not hitting the wall, you're not running into things. So you're like, I know what I'm doing. I just saw it. And then when you open your eyes, you're like, all these obstacles were here because we think we know what we're doing. We don't need God. And then when it got to the end, I'm like, how do you know? Because everybody's giving direction at the same time. How do you know which voice to listen to in the midst of everyone talking? Like, well, I talk to him on the phone all the time. I live with him. I talk to this my brother. Like, this my boyfriend. I talk to him. So, because you know his voice, you talk to him all the time. You weren't confused by the next person's voice because you know that's not his voice. It may sound similar, have a similar bass, but I talk to you every single day. I know that's your voice. I know the difference between your voice. I know the difference between his voice, or not his voice. But I know it's your voice. I know I'm talking to KT or I'm talking to my husband. I know that's my husband's voice. You can call me from any number, and I'm like, hello, oh hey babe. Like, I don't care if it says do not answer. I answered it's my husband's voice. I know it's my husband's voice. Right. Nobody can pretend to be my husband because I talk to him every day. I know his voice. So with God, nobody can pretend to be God to you. They said the devil is a trickster, but you know God's voice, and you can. I don't know. I feel like you can feel it. At least for me, I can feel.
It brings peace and not confusion, because he's the one who told me about the audition for Coalition. You know what I'm saying? Weird thing is, I never saw it on my timeline. I follow him. I never saw it come up. So when he sent it to me, I'm like, oh well, shit.
The time and place.
Yeah, and it was full circle because I was already there last year. When I was with the girl group, we was there recording our demo version of a song last year. So when I saw it on the map shows you your area sometimes on the iPhone. So like, I was looking, I'm like, I've been there before.
I did this.
And it'd be stuff like that that makes me realize when I know it's God too.
Yeah, God brought you there so you can see it, and then you can see yourself in it, and now here you are. So like,
I say the same
thing? You did.
With the Women's Expo, the same thing. Like, I was there 2019, like, wow, this is beautiful. This is so amazing. I want to be a vendor here one day. And then they're like, they're like, you have to do the 2 days. I'm like, well, I can only do one because my religion I'll do. They're like, all right, we can give you this price for 1 day. I'm like, okay, so it could work.
If you're meant to be there, no,
it's for me. It's for me. If
You'll
it's not
be
for me.
there.
It's not for me. Like, we're not missing opportunities. Those opportunities weren't for you. Because like, you missed those opportunities on the weekends. It's like, granted, yeah, you could have strived by going, but clearly you had to get the money at that time. You had to do what was necessary at that time.
That's
you had the money for at that time. You had to do what it had to do.
About Ross, that's why I was like, ooh, my evenings, Jesus. I know I need it, but well.
You know what? I ain't even gonna hold
Like,
it.
keep praying about it. God's gonna open another door. God's gonna show you another way. Like, you just, sometimes you gotta stay down for a second. Like, not stay down like be sad, but stay down like
be still.
Yeah, I'm about to say you gotta stay still.
Yeah,
be still. Because Ross hired on the spot basically. They say after you do your background check, if it's clean, we do your orientation, you start. Like, and that's exactly that's like for real. Because I couldn't do DTLRs during the day, so I already knew that wasn't working. It's Saturday, Sunday, so I can prior practice and then because the security guard job taught me what to look for after to make sure it's something that won't.
Security guard for a reason. You see this, the guys put on these steps because it's part of the. When you get to like, I don't want to say your final goal, but when you get to that, you know, your next goal, and you look like, oh, that was for that reason. Oh, that was for that. Like, you know, sometimes it doesn't always happen immediately. It might take 5 years. Like, oh.
Yeah, it took a month.
Yeah.
I usually get a job like usually a couple weeks. It took a whole month and some change before I got lost. Seriously, and I was about to give up because I'm over it. But one of the ministers in my church, after a particular prayer call, she called me because she just knew. She said, "Girl, get up and go print the resumes out and drop them off." If I had not did that, I wouldn't have got Ross. I would have never known. And everybody, the only ones that was hiring on the spot. And it's not even a seasonal position. It's part-time, but it's not seasonal. Yeah. So I'm like...
That's beautiful.
And that's probably why I felt good about going to the onboarding. Because at first I was like... Because I'm like, damn, but my evening... and they invite me out to a lot of shit. And a lot of shit, as an artist too, is in the evening. So I'm like, all right, guys, so help me make it make sense.
Yeah, I have to prioritize like which ones I need to go to, which ones are more important. Because you do have... You know, you still need money. Like, we can follow our dreams. Our dreams not paying us right now. We gotta find what's gonna.
And that's where I was like, let me just,
But again, prioritizing where you let your drop no next. Like, I'm not coming. And like, if instead of that check is gonna cut your check and you're not gonna be able to pay for your bills, and it is what it is. I can't go to the artist. Yeah. Because I wouldn't be able to go if I didn't have Ross anyway. So I need Ross for a second. Like, it is what it is. Maybe it's gonna be 3 months, and then 3 months, maybe it'll be 3 years. You just don't know what the plan is. Like, you never know. Like, even for me, like I worked at Red Robin. Forever.
Oh, Red Robin.
Forever. Like, for years. But when I came out of that, I can talk to people and I can it got my talking skills together. It got me speaking together. And it's like, people are like, oh, you need a real job. I'm like, I like it here. When I go in the interview, I'm in there. Like, you gotta see it, I guess. Like,
she found her flow.
Yeah, really. But I interviewed, they were like, wow. Like, they're always like, and I come in there, I hype myself up, I'm making myself up, I'm telling you what you need to hear, all the stuff, the bullet points, boom, 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 boom. That's when I started got it. You hired me, so it's too late. Like, but but the confidence that I walk in the door with, like I study my resume, I know what I'm doing. Like that came from me serving and having the confidence to talk to people, and because people want to know who you are when you're serving. Some people care about you. Like they don't just know who. They like,
that's
what do you do? Are you in school? What do you do? You working? Yeah, do you have kids? Like they want to know about you. So I'm like, okay, I know how to talk about myself. I know how to do this. I worked at Victoria's Secret. I learned the confidence that people get coming to Victoria's Secret. The personality that I had fit in Victoria's Secret. I was able to be my person. In corporate, I'm not able to be this person.
And that's why I'm like, my dad keep pushing that office job on me. I'm like, but I'm not.
Yeah,
I'd rather go to
I'd
rather go to retail.
For 9 hours.
That's my emphasis on it. That worked for y'all. That's not gonna work
people
for my
call me and
generation.
they're like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm at work. But
yeah, I'd rather be in retail.
I get off on the weekends and I'm like, okay, so it's me, Chrishel, like, I can do that.
And that's my thing is I don't want to be somewhere working somewhere where I know I'm gonna be miserable at, and I know that I'm gonna be like that there. I don't want to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna be at Ross because I'd rather be like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
You guys, you need it? All right, cool.
That was Victoria's Secret for me. Like, oh yeah, girl. Yo, this bra's gonna be so great on you. It's gonna look good on your outfit. It has a matching pin. And we have a sale today. Your husband's gonna love this. So you're married, right? Your husband's gonna love this. And then if you're pregnant, this is what I have all the yeah. And now you just less. You spend $500. The company's happy. I'm happy. You're happy. The world is happy. So life goes on. You know what I'm saying?
She done made the whole thing come back in
the whole rundown. Okay.
It works out. So it's just like. But I needed that as well to be able to talk to people in that way, to be able to be myself, to know that it's okay to be myself. Because if I went straight from school to
corporate,
I would have been like, dang, I shouldn't be this person. I shouldn't be this happy. Like something's wrong with me. Like it's an issue. But I need to like be in those rooms and situations where it's like you could be yourself. Nobody's judging you to be yourself.
And that's where I want to work at.
Like the what's it called? The tagline is bold, beautiful you. Like be bold, be beautiful, be yourself. Like be that, because like I was almost not able to be that person. I thought that person was obsolete. Like I made up this business while I was working. Like where I had these jobs where I couldn't be this person. Where it's frowned upon to come to work with a big old smile. Everybody comes in, good morning, sit down, do your job. Not good morning, how's your day? I'm changing my hair. They're like, why are you changing your hair? I like your hair better yesterday. I didn't ask you, would you like my hair as? Like just the different little micro
that limit, and that's why I can't do corporate or government. It's like no offense, it's just like I'd rather work somewhere where I can come and kind of wear like respectfully what I want to do.
It's not for everybody. Like even for me, like I hate it. I do it because I gotta pay the bills. But it's not for everybody. Can't go through that. So I quit my job the whole pandemic. I wasn't working corporate or none of that stuff. I wasn't working. I was just in my business. And my therapist talked me through like I was like, nah, I'm scared of work. I'm scared of corporate. I'm literally terrified of being that person again. Because like I had jobs that literally tore me down. I quit. My mom came to my job, wrote my resignation letter, and packed up all my stuff and was like, we're leaving. You're not coming back here. Literally all in one day. That's how.
Yeah, I had that happen to me before.
It's very draining. Like even my husband was like, take some time before you jump to the next job and just kind of find yourself there.
And that's how I felt security. Like I had it. Even after I left, like I was battling myself in my mind, like, God, okay, was this right? Because I know,
like, I'm supposed to stay there,
right? Because I'm like, but 12 hours sitting, I couldn't. It was really like starting to really fuck with me.
You want to know why? Because you had time to think.
And I was planning, writing, using. I was still utilizing the time, but it's like, but just still sitting there, 12 hours.
12 hours sitting still.
Like, oh my God, and I was okay. No, I can't.
You're not even looking at a computer or anything. You're just
watching people going up, going 1 2 rounds, sitting right back down that same. Like, no, like I was dozing off, trying to watch churches. I had 8 hours left for the shift because I was using my break to watch church, and I was dozing off. I went to sleep like. It was too much, and I said,
even me, I doze off at work now. I listen to sermons at work, and I be dozing off, sitting at my desk, like presenting on teams, like, oh, did you forget? And I'm like, I was asleep. Using my lunch break to take a nap in the car, like, because I'm just sitting here on the computer, like, I'm tired.
I can't do it.
At least I'm doing something on the computer, and I just staring at the wall, but still.
You know what? I just, not to cut y'all off, I just thought about what you should call your show.
My show?
Yeah, because, we had our show first, then y'all just put y'all own thing, and you did us now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, it just, you know what I'm saying? It's just a brainstorm, but as I'm listening and everything, that's why I'm quiet. I'm just observing and listening, you know what I'm saying? You know how I am. But it should be the gospel with Chrishel.
The gospel with Chrishel, we'll see.
You know what I'm saying? Or just something around that line, you know what I'm saying?
I got you. Now, I do want a podcast, but I kind of get stuck in I don't want to ramble. So I want like quick 5-minute episodes. but I don't want to sit there and talk for an hour.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, but just enough to give you a nugget.
Yeah, the shorts.
A quick little nugget, and then you can go about your day. I don't gotta
But that'd be tough though. A shorts.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, little
Yeah.
YouTube shorts.
Put them on reels and put them on the shorts for YouTube. That's it.
Yeah, like when you were doing your, like you said, when you had that moment when you were dropping videos every day.
Same time.
I had to post 4 times a day at 8, 12, 3, and 5. Because those are the times that people are getting off work and they're waking up in the morning.
So you use that same formula and bring it to the shorts with what you want to talk about. Or like how you just gave her that advice, put that in the short. When the times you just said. Boom.
I can't talk for a whole hour because you talked to me before. I would ramble. I was talking about, we're going to talk about confidence today. And they're like, yes, I got these shoes. And it's like, what are you? I'm lost. I'm not listening to this anymore. Like,
yeah. Let me add this then. Where the folks can find you at on all platforms, YouTube, everything. Tell these folks where to find you at.
Okay, on Instagram, I am Queen Chris. Everything spelled regular. 613. That's my birthday. That's my real birthday. So Queen Chris 613 on my Instagram. My pretty brand is Queenfidence. So @_Queenfidence. So QUEENFIDENCE. So literally the words. And then we have Crown Royalty LLC. That's the medical side of my business. If you go on any link on my main bio on Queen Chris 613, everything else will be there. So my workout page is on there. My marriage page is on there. You want to get to know more about me. Anything else I release, YouTube, podcasts, it'll all be on my main page. So TikToks, all that fun stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Well, y'all know where to find her at. Really explicit. Tell them where to find you at.
Hey, yo, what's up? Boy, sound like period.
I really love that part.
Thank you. You can find me at Real and Explicit on all platforms, all social media, and every piece of my social media has my link tree. So click that link tree, you get my EPK, my music, and Facebook, Twitter, all that lovely stuff. Holla at your girl for collabs, or if you need other plugins from other platforms, holla at your girl. I like to call myself a plug, but I'm a plug.
Hey man, y'all already know what time it is, man. It's your boy KT, True Mate, Love Crew, Daddy Talk Atl. You do what I'm saying? Find me at KT_Love LUV 4 Crew CRU. YouTube, True Mate TV. If you're on TikTok, since we bring it up, TikTok, just type in at MrTakeYaBabyMomma, the one and only. You know what I'm saying? Over 100,000 views, you dig? And I don't need to be on it consistently, so to let you know the folks are paying attention to me. You know what I'm saying? If y'all on Twitter, at KT2553, my original hashtag, original everything. You know what I'm saying? And with that, man, y'all locked in, man. We're on season 4, tapped in with really explicit Chrishel. You know what I'm saying? Chrishel in the building. Hey, man, say, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with her on all her platforms. Hit the links in her bio. Ladies, don't be afraid. Tap in. We all need somebody, fellas. If you know you need it, tap in. She definitely the home girl to talk to. She gonna make sure. And anything you can't figure out, she gonna figure it out for you. You know what I'm saying? Or that counselor gonna figure it out for us all. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all tap in, man. Season 4, we up out of here. Yeah.
I can't.
Y'all crazy.